I wish Nikke was more popular. Nikke is very popular, just not as a game, just not as a game to stream, unfortunately. Yeah, that stuff is close. Not your fault. You might lose it though, Hani, just to be clear, because someone's gonna win that, but it's gonna be 3-2. Can one of the mods announce we're gonna watch the Fate channel now? Again, I wanted to stream way earlier. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I wanted to take one day off on this weekend, but we couldn't. We couldn't. Champion Arena is such an interesting new thing, but like it takes a lot of time, you know? Alright, I would have been 100% okay. 100,000% okay being late if it weren't a Fate channel. Well, with that said, we are late. I would have been way more okay with being way later had it not been a Fate channel. But the Fate channels are like the only things worth watching anymore, in my opinion. If it's a coin flip, I think I'll abstain from cheering. Why? I'd still cheer at a coin flip. Alright guys, are we ready to go? Sorry, Faye viewers, sorry for being late on this. I apologize. We're doing Nikke. It was a surprise that we had a Faye channel. Also, I think you can hear the Nikke in the background of cheering. Hold on, let me remove that. And you know what? I should turn it off. It might drop some frames. Oh yeah, you can bet 1 credit and try for the frame. Nind is so smart. Dude, you're so smart. Oh my god, you're right. You're right. You should always be betting for the frame. I want to make a video after Champion Arena is done and like 5 things I learned from Champion Arena, or 5 tips for success in Champion Arena. 5 things you have to do even if you're not competing in Champion Arena. Well, that's not a bad title. 5 things you have to do before you murder Sugma. Great title. Oh shoot, I just realized. I think I have Guys, if you haven't checked out Miss Cake's VT, I didn't even notice. I had her again, let's give her another shout out. I had her in the background. I didn't even notice I had her audio playing in the background. It's because when I go to bed and stuff, I want to support my friends. Like Dingy. Actually no, I don't fuck Dingy. I know I don't stand with Dingy. I renounce him, denounce him, fucknounce him. That's a word, right? I romance him. Anyways, I'm not doing for Dingy no more, but I keep the volume low so it counts as a view, and I try to help out people I care about like that. But yeah, check out if you guys haven't already, Miss Cakes VT. She did raid us tonight, and she hit 1,000 today, which is really awesome. All right, with that said. We gotta start. We gotta start. Let's do it. You guys ready? I'm ready. Am I ready? Can you believe it's Fate channel time? What the heck? It's Fate channel time. Let's do it. It's an egg. In this trying time, would you like an egg?
Hey, Faye! I feel a little heavy-headed. Oh, Faye!
Why are there dragons in the back?
Hello there, summoners! as always, I, Faye,
Is this Fire Emblem
have hatched
Safari?
all sorts of exciting news for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the latest information on the Fire Emblem Heroes game. It's time for Faye Channel. Let's get started? Faye,
Wait,
Faye,
why was she like,
dragons
let's
are
get this
rampaging.
started?
Wait,
Why is she confused?
ancient times? Faye, this is...
Wait a second. Wait, I never even thought about that. In ancient times, in the Fire Emblem universe, it wasn't dinosaurs rampaging. It was dragons? Is that a real... Oh my... I didn't even know that.
scary.
What?
Faye!
What is that? Look at that
Faye!
minty breath that I killed the dragon with.
Oh, wow! New
That's a dragon
heroes
banner.
From the Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem game are here.
Oh, it's all
And
dragons.
They look like they're from another time. A long, long time ago. I'll get straight to introducing them.
Dragons
Oh!
and humans must shape this world together.
Aww. The dragon who stepped in to save me a moment ago was Naga. After she realized that
Naga's belly button is top tier. Just saying. Oh my gosh, is this the best looking Naga yet, guys? Let me know.
the Age of Dragons was ending, she became the last ruler of the Divine Dragons. I hear she hopes for a future where humans and dragons walk together in peace. Especially
Oh, her stats out. 37 HP, 57 attack, 27 speed, 45 defense, 45 res. Ooh. She's a tank.
for the sake of her daughter, Tiki.
What more could I be doing for the humans of this world?
I don't remember this guy at all, but he looks homeless. I should say the artist. I was more excited about the artist. There's nobody else with like this old school of art.
It's Goto! One day he'll be called the White
Yamada
Sage.
Akihiro.
But this is well before that time. He's lost his ability to transform into a dragon. But that didn't take away his power over magic. I hear he's researching magic for the sake of humanity and the whole world.
You guys realize some characters in this game get better looking as they get older? I like the white hair Goto more.
I will not sit by while annihilation draws near.
Wait, who's that?
Even if
Oh,
it
I
means
recognize him.
must defy my kind.
Medius! Can you believe
That's
he's
Medius.
the only Earth dragon
Oh my
to
God.
give up his dragon form? His feelings toward humans are a bit complicated. But seeing him this way, young and unfettered, I sense a bit of calm.
What the hell is that? Sorry, I didn't mute Teresa because she kept spamming. What is that? Is that supposed to be a dragon? That looks like a dinosaur. No, you're right. It looks like Godzilla. Gojira. It looks so familiar.
The world can do whatever it likes. It's not my problem.
Zane!
Oh, that's Zane.
Goto, he took human form and uses his magic to fight. That dragon stone he has... Oh, Faye,
Zane's refine is so
Faye,
good.
That's only a decoration. He may be young, but he's keeping an eagle eye on the relationship between humans and dragons.
Ooh, that's a nice animation. Actually, that reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh,
When I grow up, I want to be,
oh wow.
Oh, it's Tiki!
It's younger Tiki. That's crazy. She's already so young when you meet her in Fire Emblem, but this is an even younger version.
She's so young and cute, but her power is already massive. Oh, and look, her wings look just like Naga's.
Oh, 164 on Kvaser. Whoa, shoot. The reason why I'm freaking out about this is the best version of Tiki, the youngest of them all, Welcome to Fire Emblem Heroes, where the younger you are, the better you are. In fact, Fire Emblem Heroes is a reflection of humanity. As you get older, you become worse and shittier.
Their mother-daughter bond is unmistakable.
Oh, was the stats out from... Oh, one sec. Frames.
Mother-daughter bond is
Frames,
unmistakable.
frames. No, it wasn't.
So, that's Attuned Hero Tiki, Naga, Goto, and Medius. They'll appear in the New Heroes and Attuned Tiki Summoning event. And Zane will join your barracks if you clear his Grand Hero battle.
Shoot. Oh. For those who don't remember, many of years ago, I used to use Zane in Ether Raids every single time during Light Season. I've grown to really be fond of him. I've always wanted him... Well, his Refine was great. I've always wanted him to see another version of him, and it is finally happening, and we all get him for free, and he will have a perf weapon? I'm legit so excited. Oh, he's still not dragon, but like, I'm still excited. Oh boy. I'm gonna plus send him.
Flap,
Let's go.
Flap, flap. Faye. The castle sure feels festive.
Oh, is this a 35?
Decorations are fantastic. 35. That's right.
Is it really 35 years of Fire Emblem? That's so crazy. Some of you guys are like half Fire Emblem's age. And some of you guys are 35, so...
Fire Emblem will celebrate its 35th anniversary on April 20th.
That's wild.
Can you believe?
Wait a second, Fire Emblem really came out 420? Blaze it. No, hold on. Marth does look like someone you would draw after 420. Anyways, that's so crazy. 35 years, 420. There's definitely memes here.
It's been 35 years since the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light game was released. Soak up that history. I'm so happy we can overcome
Is that why we get all these old dragons?
the limitations of time.
We're old now.
To see Tiki and the others in a way we never have before. And speaking of overcoming time, there's a new website where you can see these new heroes interacting with others in Asker.
Oh, they
It's
finally
called
invested some
Paired
money.
with the past.
I'm always excited when they do this stuff. They're actually fairly fun. They should do these way more. I'm glad it's another iteration of this. Another web event.
And it's live now. On this site, you can play a match.
Never mind. I take it all back. They used to do these like funny, goofy stories, like choose your own adventures. It's now a low-effort card game. I'm sorry. I take it all back.
Game, pairing the hero's current looks with how
This isn't what we want. In fact, I don't think anyone wants this. What? Where's the budget for Fire Emblem Heroes going, guys? I don't want to be a hater. I truly do not. But when you look at stuff like this, it's just like, really? this is... If they did a lot more stuff, I wouldn't be so critical. But because they do so little things, and then when they do something, it's stuff like this, you're just like, what are you doing?
they appeared way back when. You can find a link to it in the description of this video. Go on, give it your best shot. Next up,
Okay,
Fire
sure.
Emblem 35th Anniversary Celebratory Events. These events will be held to celebrate the 35th anniversary.
That's so depressing,
Ready
guys.
for
I'm
the
sorry.
Bird's eye view? I thought so. First, it's celebratory login bonuses. Log in during the active period for the opportunity to receive the items you see here.
700? I wonder how they get to 700. They should give us 3,500 grails and 3,500 tickets. No, I'm sorry. But that's okay. Funny sides, memeing aside, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. This is pretty decent.
These tickets can be used in a guaranteed 4-star special rate summoning event and a guaranteed 4-star special hero
Oh, that's more than decent. That's good.
special rate summoning event. Next, it's celebratory reward maps.
Yeah, the orbs should be here instead.
Map themes
Yeah,
starting with Fire
as usual.
Emblem Mystery of the Emblem and ending with the Fire Emblem Engage game will appear for 13 days in a row. I don't know
Why
about
13?
you, but I feel like taking flight on an adventure
Why not 35
now.
days and give us 70 orbs?
You can get orbs when you clear all the maps on normal difficulty. And guaranteed 4-star special hero special rate summoning event tickets when you clear them
So
on
like the
hard.
last event they did, it's the same idea.
You can make 5-star special heroes who have appeared in the game up until version 6.1 your allies.
Oh, there's 13 games. You're right.
Next up is daily summoning
But I want
event
35
revivals.
orbs and 35 tickets.
These will be different each day during the event period. And it looks like there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
35?
107, 108.
Oh.
Ha! Wow, 108 revivals. During each of the revivals, you will be able to summon once for free.
Wait, how's this gonna work? Is this over... This is over 20-ish days? And they're gonna cram like 5, on average 5 of these a day. I'm glad they're finally like trying to like make a headline here. 5 free daily summons a day. All right, let's go. That's what like other gacha games do, but like let's go.
Plus, all you summoners will be able to choose a focus
it's
hero
kinda
to
nutty.
add to your barracks after you summon 40 times during each of these summoning events.
I want to hear about the sad sap who pulled every single day and totaling over 100 free pulls.
This is the final gambit to drain whales before rose. 108 sparkable banners.
I want to hear about the guy who does 108 free pulls and got nothing. Come on, guys. You know at the end of this, some guy on Reddit is going to be like, I didn't pull anything. Alright, well, that's pretty sick, guys. They should have done stuff like this a long time ago, but like, they're doing it now. That's pretty cool.
Asker is going to be a busy place.
That's gonna be you? Oh my gosh, you
Moving
haters.
along, we have a celebratory guaranteed legendary hero summon. This event will feature courageous legendary heroes who played leading roles in their respective games, one of whom you'll be able to summon without using any orbs.
The reason why I'm not reacting much to this one is because the chances of getting someone who's legitimately good is kind of low. Best would be... Oh, shoot. There's a lot of good red heroes, but there's also a lot of bad red heroes. Damn. Green is very average. Shoot. Colors is very average. I think you're going red.
Guaranteed! Faye! My heart flutters with hope. They're so shiny, I can't keep my eyes open!
They're kind of dull now. They've been around for so long.
On to the Rising Heroes Summon events. Heroes from across the Fire
Male
Emblem
Clones is the
series
newest.
have
Nice pickup.
flocked in force. A total of 36 will appear in their forms that received the most votes in the A Hero Rises 2025.
They're... Oh! I'm glad they put some thought in this. They're still taking advantage of A Hero Rises because A Hero Rises indicates what the players want. And how do you make more money? You give the players what they want. I'm so surprised after this much time. Like, the Hero Rises banner and everything. It's all gone. It's all done. And then you're still taking advantage of it. That's actually brilliant. Well, it's not that brilliant. For Fire Emblem Heroes and IS, it's brilliant. But, like, they're using data, which is the right thing to do.
Live event. These heroes will be able to join your barracks in 3 summoning events.
But do remember, because they're
But you'll
HR
have to
characters,
wait
they're kind of
a
old.
smidgen longer to find out who will be featured in each event. The appearance rate for 5-star focus heroes in the Rising Heroes Summon events will be set to 8%. I wonder who I'll get to join me from each event. If you log in during the event period, you can get tickets to use on...
I was supposed to do a video about this, but we just covered it on stream and I never edited it. But IS did hire new people, so it looks like those new people are actually being utilized correctly, which is why this Faye channel is actually pretty good.
on the Rising Heroes Summon events. I'll need to remember to claim them. Ooh! Next, we have additions to Aether Raid's structures and accessories.
Okay, more stuff.
These-
Oh! Why do I get so excited for this shit every time? I don't know why I like these so much. They're so good. If anyone's ever played NES games, sprites like this will live in your heart forever. Oh my gosh. You guys remember back in the day when people got Veronica and everyone freaked out? That was like the awesomest thing. Oh, there's so much more stuff now. Oh, it's kind of covered, but the top left one is Marth. Dude, this is so awesome.
Aether raid structures have been created
That's
to
Lynn.
celebrate the 35th anniversary.
That's so many.
I want them all! Also, accessories will be added to the accessory shop in the Aether Keep. More 8-bit heroes are coming!
Yeah.
Aww.
At least they're not ultra expensive. They're not dropping the price of the old ones. They're still 5K, but 380 is a pretty good price. There's a gazillion of them, though. I wonder how people are gonna collect. Oh my god, how awesome would it be to like have an entire team and they just use these accessories? That'd be so awesome. Having the character, the accessory of be used by said character. Oh my gosh. Like Shez using Shez?
They're
Okay.
cute, aren't they?
Or Ratosker using Ratosker.
And finally, there's a celebratory castle design. It's made just for the 35th anniversary. I think I'll swoop in there and change mine now.
Okay, where's it? Oh! Why am I such a sucker for 8-bit shit? Oh my god. I hate IS. They're the worst. They're taking advantage of me. If I wasn't such a sucker for retro shit, I'd be like, oh well, do more, do it. No, they're tugging at my heartstrings. Oh my gosh. This is emotional manipulation. The 1 star, 1 star.
Faye,
That's so
pixel art
friggin'
is
sick,
making me
though.
feel
Oh my gosh.
nostalgic. Now that I've changed my
Oh wow,
surroundings,
that's pretty
I think I'll
dope.
change my look too. Ta-da! Now I match the background. Well, that's all the information
Alright.
I have for you on the celebratory events. I'm elated to celebrate the 35th anniversary with you all. Faye,
Okay,
back to my fluffy self.
she's a egghead. Get it? Okay.
After all, I do feel more comfortable this way. Next up, Faye!
Did he always have lips like that, guys? Just checking. Look at those. That's the stuff of nightmares. Just imagine those lips all over you. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Anyway.
It looks like a level 40 brigand boss is picking a fight with Reese! Reese! Are you okay?
I thought it was Rise.
Faye! He's grown stronger all of a sudden!
I can already
Watch
see the
out!
memes. Oh my god!
Faye! Did you see him strike back? He sent that ruffian packing!
Oh god.
Reese, where?
This is some Fire Emblem
Let's
Heroes
follow him.
fanfic.
Whoa!
No,
It's
No, what-
Eighth-Amir. He's done it again! A single strike.
Do you guys remember
seals his
Otax?
victory.
This is the kind of shit he used to do.
Wait! Now that's just reckless, Reese.
Oh no. Oh, no way. No way.
Wow.
Reese was the hero we needed all along.
Reese, mind if I ask, how did you get so strong?
Kill the owl. Do it. End her.
A new event?
Smash
Hello
her.
to this. In a new
Owls are
event
tasty.
called Your Time to Shine, you can stack
Oh, new
positive
mode.
status effects on your favorite heroes so they can strike powerful foes to the ground. Let's see this in action, shall we? First, make a team of heroes you like.
One of these characters is out of place. Okay, I'm already looking forward to this. This is gonna be so good. I bet everyone's gonna use Reese or Rise or whatever, like just a bunch of like random weak characters and just repeat everything.
There's a version bonus. Faye! It looks like the heroes who are eligible for the
Whoa.
version bonus get positive status effects from the start. All right, I'm ready. Ooh,
What's the helmet
those
thing?
status effects I mentioned earlier, they're effective throughout the battle. Ah!
He's doubling. Okay, kill the little girl. Kill another little girl. Wait, Nina put up the best fight. She barely won that.
I won! Faye! When you clear a stage, you can apply even more positive status effects. Choose the best combos of hero and effect and
Was that like a captain skill? Oh my gosh.
voila!
This is a great idea.
I'll go with
This
these.
actually seems really
Oh
fun.
no! It looks like it's not just the heroes who get stronger. The further you progress, the stronger the foes get too.
Oh, did you see that was one more stage
Apply
after the end of
bonus
that?
after bonus, and take on the challenge of facing off against high-level foes.
Yes, become Super Saiyan.
And not only can
Orbs,
you get rewards
orbs,
for clearing
orbs.
stages, but by completing once-a-day quests as well.
Once a day. Oh yeah, that's right.
The Your Time to Shine event starts at 12 a.m. Pacific time on May 11th.
For 9
Calling all
days
my favorite heroes.
or 10.
Flap, 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 flap. Faye.
It feels like they just took the
I can't
ideas they
wait
had in
for all these
past
events.
and revamped it.
Now then,
Right?
give it
Fighting
up one more time
super
for
hard
Fire
opponents
Emblem's
or progression up a
35th
tower, like-
anniversary. Thank you to all you summoners for keeping a watchful eye over us all these years.
Wow, thank you
I
to players.
hope you continue with us on our journey, from an egg to a chick to a bird in flight. All right,
What happens after the flight, though? The bird has to die eventually. I'm so sorry. This is actually a great Fate channel. I shouldn't be spoiling
that's it for me. Toodaloo.
it. You could take the hat off, or the egg off. Wait, why don't we get an egg accessory? Mad Eyes, thank you for subscribing. We need to get a vote up. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. I don't know if this fixes the things wrong in the game, but I'm not foolish enough to not recognize they put some work here and they achieved something. That was good. By the way, what won the Night Junior thing? Why'd you do light the night? What the fuck? Datura, you rigged it. That's not the name. That was never going to be the name. You didn't even put the main suggestion. Nightmares is what we call. Who put nightmares? Nightmares is what we call subscribers. We're not gonna call the union that too. Vote is up, guys. Vote for the Faye channel. Honestly, I came into this with like no expectations and zero excitement because they haven't really done anything exemplary. I'm not even trying to be a downer here, but I think everyone recognizes most Faye channels just follow a similar structure, and they usually don't do anything exemplary or too out there, right? But I think they did a great job this time, actually. I think the banner is pretty interesting, being like older. Hold on. Of an older game and younger versions of characters we already are all familiar with, right? Medius and Godo, like, that is so cool. That is such a cool thing because they came out together. So to do another variant of them, they put some work in the animations as well. Younger Tiki, which is so funny because we already have young Tiki. The best way to call her is like younger Tiki, I guess, and another version of Naga. Like, they're all gonna be good. And then of course I'm so excited about Zane being the free-to-play hero. That's awesome. So yeah, I already liked the banner. I didn't think it was crazy, but I liked the banner. They did try a web game. I'm honestly don't care for this one. I thought that was gonna be a choose your adventure thing. I always like those. The rewards are awesome. I like that a lot. Tickets, grails, that's awesome. And more tickets and grails. This 3.5 anniversary, to be honest, I think was better than some actual wholly full-on anniversaries we've gotten in the past. Agree, disagree, let me know. Especially this 108 summonable banners. You know, a lot of Gacha games just give you free pulls every single day, like many free pulls. So it's very nice and refreshing to see Fire Emblem Heroes finally stop being so stingy and just do that. And before someone says, we do get free pulls. Yeah, we do. Every week. This is much different. Every single day, you now have a legitimate reason of playing every single day because you pull on a banner and you got, what, a 3% chance? And then now it's 5 banners. So you cumulatively 15% chance at pulling something, as well as the normal standard banners that show up, right? Like, logging on every day has a real benefit now. You have a real chance of getting heroes. This legendary guarantee thing I think is not such a big deal though. It's awesome that they're going to give away for free. Give away a hero for free, but I think if you want the newest heroes, you go green because Corrin's the newest hero and then Robin's the newest refine. Or not refine. Robin's interesting because of Hall of Forms. So Robin's the easiest one to build via Hall of Forms just previously. But I think Red is where it's most interesting because Red Shez is still really good. Nana's still really good. Sigurd itself are alright. Lil Na's pretty good. Eliwood's still a good buffer. Like, a lot of solid heroes there. Green kind of feels copium because, like, a lot of those characters I think are superseded or better versions of them elsewhere. And then you got like ancient characters like Hector and Lyn who just don't fit anymore. Most recent refine would be Sheeta though in blues. I think it goes red, blue, green, colorless? I don't know. People might disagree, but that's what I think. All right, you guys voted 4 stars or 4 fires out of 5. I think that's fair. I'm surprised though. I think I would have given it a 5 out of 5 just because it was quite impressive. Yeah, the Rising Hero Summon event I think is pretty awesome. This is a good idea. Taking advantage of the Hero Rises data and information to make more banners out of it because they know that's like characters people care about. Honestly, they should have been doing this earlier, but... And then the celebratory castle design and accessories are pretty damn cool. I'm such a sucker for 8-bit stuff. Oh god.
Given that this theme of younger versions of old/ancient characters will become a mainstay for April non-seasonal banners, just like the non-seasonal for May is Fallens, the one for April could be ancient characters at their prime inside.
If they're smart, they should do it. I'm actually surprised they don't make full 8-bit characters. Like, seriously, if they just drew like 8-bit sprites and just use those. Like, the reason why I'm thinking about all that is because of Nikkei. Nikkei would totally do stuff like that. They're doing a good job right now for this Fate channel and what they showed at least. But they can take it even further. And it's not hard to see how they can take it further. So it can get better. Anyways, I think it's cool. This, though, is the most exciting introduction to a new mode. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Seer Snare was the last good mode they released. If anyone wants to dispute me, let me know what other modes you think was good. But Seer Snare came out how many years ago now? It's been that long since I think we got a legitimately fun and good mode. This takes us to another level. take a character and upgrade them and build them and use them to wipe out everything. Like, the idea is not ultra fresh, but the way they introduced it was so exciting. The fact that they even made music about it was great, and the understanding of the community to use Rise as an introductory character was awesome. Like, the idea is not the coolest, not the freshest, but the way they displayed it and showed it off, the way they sold it, good job. There's nothing else I can say about that. This is just a good job. So yeah, this will be a really cool mode to play. It's, again, Seer Snare, Hall forms, it's like a mix of those two, right? Like, fundamentally. With some, like, captain skills or captain adjacent skills put into it. But, you know, it's not the craziest thing that they could do, but they sold it. And if I know anything about that, I mean, not to get too political, but you were sold a second Trump presidency after all. Anyways, that's all I'll say about that. Okay, but yeah, it's very awesome that they're doing this. It's another take on it. I'm open-minded. I think it'll be fun. So I can't wait to play this with you guys. Starts May 11th, goes until May 20th, I think. Yeah. Anyways, for 35 years of Fire Emblem, this being the Fade channel, pretty good. Pretty good. I'll be honest, maybe 5 stars is too much, but we haven't had a big W like this in such a long time. I think that's a 5-star. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong or whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts. We'll talk it over with the guys. It feels like a rehash of Seer Snare. Yeah, I know. It's not the freshest thing, but we'll take it.
Hello, hello.
Greetings.
Wow, I haven't seen you guys in like a gazillion years.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Your mic is muted, by the way.
No. There we go.
Check. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. You're on mute now.
All right. Make sure I mute the stream so I don't hear
I
myself.
have not seen you guys in a gazillion years. How have you been?
It's been a little bit.
It's been a while, yeah. It was unfortunate last time you were sick because that was the time that we were both around.
Okay, DX sounds really weird.
Sorry, I'm in a different spot. I'm gonna be going back to my usual spot in just a minute.
Well, I'm glad you hit puberty. It's about time. I've been waiting for it for a while.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for this. Oh, and meanwhile, Legion has apparently not. How tragic.
What? I'm fine.
What happened to you?
I'm doing all right.
Young Medius was not on
Finally
my
feel like
bingo
I can
card.
actually come back to these things, so that's good. I hear.
All right. You ready to start this? It's been a while. Was this what you
Absolutely.
expected? What the
No.
heck?
In the slightest.
I expected an Arcanea banner. No.
Yeah, because going into this, first of all, I didn't even know there was a Fate trailer today until yesterday, where people were started telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know until today, so. Yeah.
Wow.
I knew there was a trailer today, but only a couple days ago. So
Yeah, because I was like,
really
I was thinking that too. Like, it's been a while since we had a trailer, right? So.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I was wondering, like, it's gonna probably be the most skippable New Heroes banner or whatever, because, of course. But nope.
I think they got something here. Yeah, exactly.
It's a really cool concept.
Trailer is out to
I'm
BTW.
really on board with it.
This is a really unique way of approaching a new Heroes banner, which I think is actually really cool. Like, off rip.
Also, guys, we're aware the trailer came out. We'll check it out in a moment. We're just getting our thoughts out real quick. Come on.
Don't spoil anything on the actual trailer, please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number one, I did not know it was 35 years.
Yeah.
Because it feels like there's always an anniversary. For those who forgot, we recently celebrated, what, Awakening? Wasn't even that recent anymore, I guess.
Awakening was a couple months ago, yeah.
Right.
No, I was just thinking about that because I have the 30th anniversary like collection box, and I'm like, that wasn't that long ago. Oh yeah, that was 5 years ago now. Okay.
5 years ago. My gosh, time flies. All right.
2020. That was quite a time.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been 35 years. Seriously, if someone told you Fire Emblem's been around for 35 years, you would do a double take. There's no way you would just be like, yeah, you're right, it's 35. No, you would do a double take. That doesn't feel like that long ago.
Not at all. I mean, say, I'm actually curious here. Release date. For example, I played Sacred Stones first. That game is 21 years old.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Yeah, I know. Dex started out with the original Fire Emblem on NES. That was 35 years ago.
That's rich for you to say when I'm the youngest out of the three of us.
Oh, sorry, Super Famicom. Yeah,
yes.
This is Famicom, right? You're right.
To be fair, I have tried the original, the one on Virtual Console on the Switch, and it's, well, clunky to say the least.
It's older.
Yeah, I remember when they launched that, and people were asking like, "Will you try it out? Will you play it?" I was like, "I'll try it out, but I know there's no chance of me finishing." It is another generation.
Yeah. Like, most Fire Emblem fans probably wouldn't want to finish it these days.
Yep.
It's just so antiquated.
I
feel like it's the kind of game you can... If you mod it, I feel like it could be good. But
okay, well that's so different. Come on.
Well,
yeah,
no, of course.
Little data to fit onto
cool engine.
One tiny cartridge or whatever. So
yeah, cool engine. Ancient practices in game development and just so clunky. Like, yeah.
Yeah, what you're used to, the amenities and the streamlining of the game, it's all not there. This was their first game. They didn't know what they were doing.
Most developers at the time didn't know how to make games because they were the first ones doing it. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, seriously, if you ever go back and listen to like these developers talk about making their game, you quickly realize a lot of things that we care about today were not on their agenda at all. Like a good story? No, they weren't talking about story. They were just talking about technical stuff, like how do we even get this game to work, to play? You know, like that's the stuff that we're talking about.
Literally. How do we make graphics move and like display this? All right, we got to draw it on paper first, and then we'll map that like purely through code to make it work.
Yeah, the gameplay was secondary. The story was tertiary, if it was ever even on the list at all. Yeah, they had way different values. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a nice slice of gaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, with that said, the banner being what it is, will you guys poll? Let me know.
Yes. But after some knowledge that I have gotten from the trailer, I'm not as pressured as I was. I'll just say that.
Pressured?
Let's just say that there is something that I would really want from this banner, and I don't feel as worried about it anymore.
Oh, Zane. I want a Zane.
Zane is sick. Like, Halloween Zane, for the record, I've been using him with his Refine. Such a fun unit.
Yep.
I know they're gonna have a fun time with this GHB.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, I'm curious to see what they do.
Yep.
Like, another GHB Zane, and you know he's gonna have. He obviously has a perf.
He has a perf.
Well, he's never had a GHB, but he's always been a demote.
Well, yeah, he's always been a demote with high HP. They're gonna get real creative with it, and honestly, those are my favorite kind of units. So,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm still fully sipping this banner because unless they do special heroes banners with high boosted rates, I don't pull on it anymore. But I am
totally fair.
as someone who's used Zane for so long in the past. I'm just excited to use him again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to use him again, or at least get him revitalized recently. And
yeah,
now
but I have to rebuild him. That's the thing. His kid is way out of date.
I'm trying to say that.
Yeah, you need to give him like Lagoons or something like that.
You do have, if there's an otherworld bond and someone is giving you a good Zane build, there's always the possibility.
It's not a terrible.
Yeah, there's always the possibility of giving Fire Emblem Heroes another $50 when I have no idea how long this game's gonna last.
You have the free one.
No, you have
you
the
use
free
the free one?
No, I haven't used it yet, but like, if you told me I was using it on Zane, I'd be like, I like Zane, but I don't know that much.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I would use it for a character that you would use in every mode. So Arena, Ether Raids, Summoner Duels, like someone that can fit that criteria.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And don't get me wrong, Zane can be pretty good in the meta context, but not that good.
Exactly, agreed. So yeah, I do like the classifications of heroes. I do like the design. I do like the idea. I'm surprised they took so long to get to this point. I hope they do this for other games as well. Remember, I've always said this. Different versions of characters doesn't even take a lot of thought and people would be immediately interested. The biggest one I've ever mentioned...
Don't exist.
Exactly.
I have a good zine I can put up for you.
Oh my gosh, thanks for offering it, but I'll see. Thanks, Dizzy. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I'm gonna... thanks, Raymond. Here's the thing I'm gonna say. Remember, I've always mentioned, like, Garen is prime... Sumeragi in his prime before he got chock full of arrows, like stuff like that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So to see them do this, it's the same line of thinking. I'm not gonna take credit for this, obviously, but the same line of thinking. It's I've always wanted this.
Oh, absolutely. Seeing a version of Medius that we literally never get to interact with at all, that is like sane. Or Goto in an era that is completely detached from what we associate wise sage old man Goto from.
Yes.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great concept. They've had the opportunity for so long, but making use of it really gives me some hope for future banners, especially for games that are like on their last legs in terms of playable units, like Awakening.
Okay, well, okay, so you probably just figured out why they did this. They're forced to, but I would have hoped they didn't do this out of desperation.
To be fair, Arcanea will never run out of characters, so this is like,
There's
this game.
quite a few.
But as far as popular characters,
there you go. I was gonna catch you on that. I was like, are you sure they should run those banners? No one would care.
What you know what the Sable Order or like Etzel, Emir?
My favorite. Oh, did you hear about Belf? Man, he played such a pivotal role in the Arcanea saga.
So, you know what, Roger?
No, I don't.
Like, well, he knows something about Roger.
I do.
I still remember that clip.
I know. Like, unless you wanted that. Like, no, I don't want that.
Characters like 2 lines of
and then he gets
dialogue.
forging bonds with Sheeta, and it's like, "Oh, Roger, can I interest you?" And
yeah, you know what?
Repeats the whole thing.
I do want to see that though. That'd be fun.
I do want to see Roger. I will give you that. But
all right.
Yeah, no. This is a much better way of like keeping people interested in Arcanea Saga when they know they can't do it. They're regular characters.
You know what? I didn't know I wanted or needed or anything at all. Younger Tiki. It's not young Tiki, it's younger Tiki.
Younger Tiki.
It's so silly. Oh my god.
Or youngest Tiki? What the? Who really knows at this point?
I guess that's probably the best way to refer to her at this point.
Can we get much lower? Yeah.
This is the strongest Tiki also, which is hilarious.
This is also the second, like, technically speaking, this is the second time we've had a Tiki in a New Heroes banner as an alt, like one of the new, like, fancy alts, because we had Ascended Tiki already. So, now she's Ascended and Attuned. Interesting.
Bored and
And Attuned is basically just a revamped version, concept-wise, of Ascended anyway, in terms of the designs, so...
Okay, but yeah, banner's great.
Yeah.
When they go on other banners, I'll be much more excited because again, I feel like you can't pull on like low percentage banners.
Full disclosure, Fallen banner is probably start of next month, so there is that too.
Nice catch. That's a big one to keep in mind. Though Fallen banner has kind of fallen off. Oh wow, I didn't realize that was a thing in recent years. But keep your eye out on that.
Still one of the more popular themes,
right?
Yeah. Plus, I think this is also a mythic month for those interested. So,
True. Athos is coming back.
Yeah, he sure is.
Board and cord to a win. Goddamn.
Yes. That's
Board and cord. Okay, to be fair, why do we have Barst from launch and no board and cord? Come on.
Oh, true.
All right. I just want to make one remark about this. I'm glad they're doing web stuff because that's what everyone does, but
I miss this stuff.
They
used to do it more.
They used to do it more, and it used to be like choose your own adventure, and I love that stuff. But
yeah,
this is not what we're asking for.
Yeah, it's a little lazy.
This is like every generic website can make a game like this. It's not a big deal whatsoever.
Yeah,
I will give it this much. I like Flash. I like throwback Flash games, so
I guess that's the
my
theme
fancy a bit
with this whole Fate channel.
it's like 90s level, like, we have computer games on your browser. You can play them.
They should have at least made the art of it reflect that in that case.
So
Yeah, right, go hardcore retro.
I'm just gonna say, had they done more web stuff this year, I wouldn't be as critical. But because this is likely the only web thing we're gonna get all year, if not, okay, maybe we get one of two. Let's be nice and say one of three. Unlikely to even be 3, but let's say 1 of 3. If this is let's come on. It has to be a higher standard if you're gonna do so little, you know? It's like it's either quantity or quality, not nothing. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
I miss the old high effort browser stuff, but it's still nice that at least we're getting something, because it's been a long time since we've had weird browser stuff.
Which, by the way, at least this justified someone getting hired, but I don't know by how much. They did mention they hired more people. So, did they hire someone to do this?
Someone who's like, okay, you're hired. Oh, good. What do I get to do? You get to work on a glorified Flash event. Oh,
you know how to do JavaScript? You're hired.
I feel like that guy better be an intern because he got paid for this. God, good lord.
So sad. Paycheck of their life, maybe.
True.
All right, let's get to the biggest thing that I think. The mode is really big, but this is what really caught me off guard.
Holy tickets again!
Okay, we got more tickets. I like that. I like how it's 700, but I'm gonna be serious. It's the 35th anniversary. Should have been 35 tickets.
Hey, it's 35 times 2.
Yeah, okay.
For the 7s.
All right, whatever.
I guess.
I'll take it. Whatever. It's better than usual. I'll take it. The 13 orbs and 13 tickets is pretty cool. The theory is because there's 13 Fire Emblem games with an asterisk there, because it's technically more if you count the spin-off games. But all right, sure.
Well, yeah, it's one per game. Those are all technically maps from their respective games.
I see.
Pop quiz. Do you guys know which ones are which? I mean, I don't mean to actually answer that, but you know.
Okay, this is the big thing. Daily summoning event rewards. It is only... I would really hope they do this permanently. I've always said Fire Emblem Heroes' issue right now is the lack of polls. We can't build characters because we don't have enough orbs to pull for said characters. And we can't plus 10 characters because we don't have enough polls to plus 10 the characters. If you're going to design an entire game where everything revolves having more merges and getting characters for skill inheritance, then you got to increase pull frequency. At least for now, they're trying to resolve it, because cumulatively, if every day we get 5 banners at 3% chance each for focus and 3% off focus, and then of course 4% rate, you see where I'm going with this, right? Like, we have a legitimate chance of getting a bunch of 5 stars over the next 20 odd days.
For reference, I think we have roughly 150 pre-summons, and I'm not even sure if I'm including the actual like free guaranteed 5 stars in there. Like, we are gonna be getting a lot of summons these next couple of weeks.
Yes. Now, I hope
106 banners. Oh my god! What?
I hope they continue this. This should not be just an event. I know people who are listening to this and never played other gacha games thinks this is crazy. In other gacha games, this is exactly what they do. How do you get someone to log on every day, make every banner free pull? Roundless 2, for example, does that. In Azure Lane, every single day you get a guaranteed pull. Like, they make you pull, and then they refund you that pull, so you don't pay for anything for the pull, right?
Yeah.
A lot of gacha games do stuff like this, so I'm glad
it's like almost with like seasonal reruns, but even then, that's still limited.
It's limited, but yeah, this is a great idea. They should do this. There's nothing to lose here, because who the hell is going to pull on one of these banners intentionally? Like, could they? Yes.
I kind of want that plus 10 Katarina.
Sure, but that is the great...
Ronin, but that's about it.
That's the minority. That's the great minority of people willing to use orbs. So these banners no longer have, like, money value to IS, but to the players, it holds way more value. So it's one of those situations where you sacrifice a little bit of money, and you make tons of people happy. And I'm glad they're finally doing something like this.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. The amount of free summons we've been getting just this year alone, like, increase has been really nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think this is, for me, this is the biggest thing, because it's just them, it's finally IS paying attention to their competition, and their competition, I mean, they virtually all do this, so.
Yeah. Pocket does 2 free pulls a day. Just saying.
That's their whole gimmick, in fact, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very smart way to get people to log on daily, which is the thing, I don't know if you guys realize this, that's an issue in Faye now. People just don't log on daily.
Yeah. I've had a couple times where I'm like, I'm gonna log in because of course I will, but if I didn't, wouldn't hurt me too much.
Yeah, exactly, because it just doesn't affect you too much. But now if you realize me not logging in is 5 pulls lost, whoa, hold on, I'll log in for that, you know?
Yeah, right, like, whoa, wait. Up, gotta do my logins, guys, hold on.
We actually had a talk recently about Tempest Trials, and I think you guys know I've been a lot more casual at Fire Emblem Heroes over the last year plus, because I did literally announce I'm not going to be playing it competitively anymore. But one of the things I noticed was the amount of people who actually finished Tempest Trials. At best,
hilarious how low that is.
It is.
Oh yeah, I saw that talk in Basement about how that had gone down a lot.
Yeah, at best it's around 10,000 people, because just getting 50k, you're going to get top 10k ranking. It's that bad now.
And I mean, put it this way, I think if you do the 2 like boosted ones every day for the whole run of the event, you will
max it. Yeah, you'll max it. It's guaranteed. But people won't log on every day, which is why I'm like raising these issues. Now, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom over such a good Faye channel, but that is why they have to do things like this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Calling out the bad, but also acknowledge that it's a really good step.
Yes.
Like, that's why they do these things.
Yep.
So, nonetheless appreciated.
Now, let's talk about the Celebrator Guaranteed Legendary Hero Summon. This.
Right.
Best color. Red.
Ha!
I think it's red.
Is it?
Okay, let me know.
Yeah, red is...
Well, let's put it this way. The only unit there that is usable...
Whoa, hold on. That's a bit far.
Okay, that's far. That's a bit far.
You're telling me Nana's useless now or something? Like, come on.
Well,
yeah,
yes, but she's getting remixed really soon.
Oh, hold on. So only usable character is Shez, and we're not gonna bet on Nana? Are you sure?
I did forget Nana's remixes in a couple weeks. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It's just, I think of all these colors, green seems like the highest density, because...
Whoa, really?
I don't know, I'm kind of just talking, like, what I can see here,
it has the newest character, and it has the newest Hall Form character. So Robin and Corrin.
Yeah, Robin and Corrin. Violet's remix isn't too long ago. And Legendary Ninian. Her remix is still this year.
Okay, but you want to talk about Hector and Celica?
Yeah.
Ooh, Hector.
You want to talk about Lynn?
Impressive.
Yeah, you want to talk about Lynn?
Oh.
You want to talk about... Okay, Edelgard's okay, but like we can all acknowledge there's much better Edelgards at this point, so...
Absolutely. I mean, hey, Alir's fine.
Fine. Okay, well, if you say so, she's hitting like zeros nowadays, but alright.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I'm just looking at Red by comparison. Ika's actually useless.
Ika's hot garbage.
Yeah.
He's worse than him. He's worse than the original.
Roy is hot garbage.
Yep.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Farm Heroes, by the way, but
oh, well.
Okay, anyways.
Also
well,
true,
okay.
honestly.
Also true though. There is no good Roy right now. Sorry.
But I still think you have a competent
Wait for Emblem, Roy.
competent buffer in Elliewood. And I still think Sigurd and Seliph are not
absolutely
bad.
terrible.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, those are certainly usable.
Legendary Sigurd just hurts me because of Emblem. Blue?
Well, yeah, Emblem dunks on him, but then again, so do a lot of the other... Wait, what?
Blue, maybe.
Blue is not bad,
Legendary female
honestly.
Shez is obviously... Female Shez is worse than male, but not terrible. Legendary female Violet's remix is actually underrated.
She does technically the newest refine right now. Sorry, remix right now.
The only two I really don't like in
actually
Blue
not
are Julia and Ephraim. Other than that, like the others seem
Even
at least
Azura's
usable.
okay.
Maybe
like, you wouldn't want Azura.
Perhaps I was unfair and I wrote it off because Dimitri's there.
He is one of the middle of the pack ones in that, I would say.
Hey, if you slap Brutal Tempest on Dimitri, he's fine. Like,
I think
fine.
make it work. He's fine.
fine. If you have to go pretty far. Who has Stat Tempest?
But then for most of these
that's
legendaries,
Ira. So
Yeah,
I'll go
Ira.
with that.
Oh sure, yeah.
most of these
that
legendaries
sounds
you
great.
have to go pretty far to do that with, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I think we can at least agree colorless is whack.
Yeah, colorless.
It's not the lowest floor, granted, but its ceiling is so low. I don't know why you would bother.
No, red is the lowest
Yeah,
floor,
it's-
and that's just because
Like
you
you've got
cannot go
basically
lower
just
than a
legendary
5-star.
Micaiah. To be
Yeah.
fair, legendary Micaiah isn't good, but
What? Yeah,
Huh?
she is.
that's what I said. Yeah, she is good.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Legendary Micaiah is great. Claude's fine.
It's fine.
just hard to
Alir's
use.
fine.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the best we can say. The majority of them are fine. So yeah, they
Yeah,
average
it's
out
fine.
decently, but
Actually,
like
yeah.
I would risk things.
There's no high ceiling, no low floors. Just kind of okay, Grima, but other than
Grima.
that,
but I mean, I guess Micaiah is one of the better units here overall, but that's really it.
Yep.
Like, I think blue seems like it has the best distribution. Red is if you want a little more min-maxing. Green, I think, is kind of hard to lose on unless you get Lyn.
What? Lynn, Hector, and Celica would all be whack.
Yeah, all three of those would. Hey, Hector's funny. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. I think colorless is just straight up Micaiah or bust.
All right,
Maybe
so then in my eyes it comes down to red and blue predominantly, and if you want to risk it on green, technically. I mean, if you get Robin or presuming you got Hall Form Robin and
Right.
Corrin, I guess there's something there, but okay. This one's really hard to call. I'm gonna just say go follow your heart. Just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
I would
too
just go by
hard.
what
It's
was
too
listed.
hard. It's not. One color doesn't have clear value over the others, unless it's colorless, and that's it.
Yeah. Problem is that there's just so many lords that are old legendary heroes. You can't really win on any color, like hardcore win.
you just have to hope for the best, really.
Yep. And this comes out the day of the banner, so Tuesday.
Okay, let's get through the Rising Heroes thing. This is really quick. I'm just glad they're being smart. There's no other way I can say it. They're using data, which is something they don't usually do.
Yeah, no, they fully acknowledge these are the versions of the lords that people like the most. Let's make them banner units.
Yes.
Smart.
It's free money. It's been free real estate for years now. I'm glad they're finally doing something like this.
A couple of them are kind of goofy. Like, Valentine's Crom is just there because that's the one that would probably have the most value in a Hero Rises, but
Yes.
it's not the best Crom.
Yes.
It's just... But, you know, you take and get, you give and take a little bit on that.
Okay. Well, they gave us free tickets to encourage us to pull, so
Yep.
very smart. Like 5 tickets, people will be tempted to at least burn some orbs on it. So
Yeah, I might... I shouldn't, but I might be considering on a couple of them.
yeah, I know what you mean, because going into it, I'd be like, I would never spend orbs, and then in the moment, it's like, I want to believe. I go for
I
it.
want to believe the Emblem Celica is a really bad example, but if I didn't have her, like, I could get an Emblem Celica. There's a second blue orb on there. Ooh,
All right.
that's a lot of structures.
I would have said this is the hypest thing of this entire Faye channel, because I have such a soft spot for the pixel art stuff.
I love the pixel art and acrylic stands. Like,
That's right. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I actually have... I don't know where I put it, but I actually have one for Katarina somewhere around here. Kind of sick.
Anyways, they made a gazillion of these.
Yeah.
They literally made a gazillion
I
of these.
hate this. I just finished the
You
accessories.
finished collecting it?
Yeah, 3 days ago!
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's right. He posted about it. He was so happy. I remember that.
They had 5 more!
In that span of time, IS was like, we can't let this man be happy. They scrounged together like 30, 40 more.
I swear, every time I finish, it's within a couple weeks, this time even less, that they add more accessories. They know!
Yeah.
They know I'm about to finish at this point. I hate it here.
Anyways, this is such free money. There's no other way for me to say. People, you know, I wanted to take this one step further. Guys, don't you want to, even if it's just temporary, for like, they did this in Nikkei, by the way, For in Nikkei,
Yeah.
for April Fools, they did like chibi versions of all the characters when you enter battle, so it's just chibi versions everywhere.
Ah. Yep.
What if, at least for one day, they just use pixels?
Everything is pixel art.
Yes,
That'd be something.
that'd be so sick.
We had one April Fool's where it was the original like 1-1 of that's Mario terms of Fire Emblem 1 for the April Fool's map, like 8-bit hardcore. You know which map? It was a couple years ago. Like, and it was just a bunch of like FE1 units, like Marth's starting army, basically. Like that was cool.
Yeah, that was
of course,
cool.
it was not like the units were different sprites,
Right.
But it still had like the unique backgrounds and map art with the 8-bit music.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was sick.
That Fate channel, I thought I was really pleased with because they were trying to sell off sell us on the first Fire Emblem game coming on Switch.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago then. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. So many familiar faces gone.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Yeah, this has almost been going on for 10 years.
I agree. It would take a lot of effort, guys, but I do think they probably get help on this. I don't want to make that allegation starting with A and I, but I do want to say chances are this wasn't all by hand. I don't know for sure, but like I feel like there's lots of ways to do this. That wouldn't
Some
be
of
all
it
by
maybe,
hand.
but those sprites are, I believe, the accessories like turned into acrylics. Obviously, the new ones are straight up new, but those were from years ago.
Right.
When that stuff was pretty fresh. I don't think it was really good at doing 8-bit stuff back then.
I don't know about you guys. Have you seen how good AI's gone in? I've been covering a lot of
It's gotten
politics.
startlingly better.
A couple weeks
Yeah,
ago, when
exactly.
they pushed that big update, that was nuts.
No, hold on. No, I've been covering a lot of politics because of recently the tariff war, and
Oh yeah.
China
Sorry.
memeing on America is so funny. They had their AI generate memes of like fat Americans putting screws into phones.
Oh yeah.
And then freaking Captain America and Hulk making a phone. Like it was like, what the? This is the
Oh, I
crazy.
didn't see that part.
It was so funny. Like AI's gotten so good, especially in Asia. I know people think it's really big in the
Cheap,
West
too.
with
Isn't the
ChatGPT and
Chinese
whatnot.
one really
Yeah.
cheap?
Yeah,
Like-
no. Yes, you're right. It's insane over there, especially at the low
Yeah.
prices.
No, seeing that, I don't know if war is the right word, but just like the race, essentially, like to advance AI so rapidly, it's insane. Like, just in the past year,
Yes.
past couple of months, even. It's been
Exactly.
so fast.
You guys don't even have to worry about Fire Emblem Heroes going EOS. Don't worry, AI will kill us all before that.
Oh good. And then we won't have to worry about AI or anything else.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you're right.
Or Faye.
Oh
Exactly.
my gosh. Anyways, the progression's insane. Seriously, like 5 years ago, no one really talked about AI. ChatGPT, was that even like a thing we could access? And it's just like the last handful of years, it's gone everywhere.
It was pretty much what we have today is like, I believe it was conceptualized in 2018, which means in less than 10 years, it went from a strong concept to now.
Yeah.
Put that in perspective.
Yeah. Now we have like AI anime and stuff. That's crazy. All right.
Yay.
This
I love it.
this though, oh my gosh, this caught me off guard. Normally I see a new castle design, I'm like, oh, whatever, dude. Like I'll
probably use it.
sure, I'll enjoy it for like 10 minutes and then I'll never even acknowledge it's there anymore.
Yep.
I am such a sucker for 8-bit. This actually got me excited.
The nostalgia.
I was actually so hyped when I saw this. The 8-bit Marth at the top is setting me too.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
This is gonna be such a fun theme to have. And of course, you gotta put on the castle music that's 8-bit. You gotta have the full experience. But no, this is actually really cool.
I can't believe how much of a sucker. I can't believe they didn't do stuff like this earlier. I mean, they played around with it many years ago, but
Yeah.
they finally went deep into it. Yeah, I'm a fan. This is awesome.
No, absolutely. Like a permanent 8-bit, like whenever you want it as your castle, and then you can throw on all the 8-bit accessories. I love it.
Okay, we're almost done. We're gonna skip over to the biggest news of them all.
I'm pretty sure that color display wouldn't be possible in the NES. I think that's too many colors, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, the NES only had what, like 8 colors? So
yeah, I think you could only display like 8. So with all that shading, you wouldn't be able to put any color on the sprites.
all right, the biggest thing of it all. I brought this man's name up.
Journey.
I don't even think he makes videos anymore. Do you guys remember Otax? And he used to make these like flash video. They're not flash, but like he used to make these weird ass.
Oh
like,
yeah, Otax.
Yeah, Fire Emblem fight videos.
Yep. That's exactly like I was getting a mixture of that, and I love that they use the actual Morty's death animation.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask chat.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Anyone remember Otax? He wasn't the biggest Fire Emblem Heroes content creator, but what he did make was legendary. Like everyone knew.
Yeah, you know his videos if you've seen one.
Yes.
Basically, it's like a mixture of that and, as weird as it is to say, kind of like those old mobile game ads, quote unquote, where it's like level 1 mafia boss sort of thing.
Yes.
Like, I was getting some big clickbait vibes from that. I love it.
So I'm glad IS. There's no way if they just did their jobs, they would have found stuff like that. But I'm glad IS like woke up to the meme value of all that, because people have been doing stuff like this as just for fun for like years now. So the Rise intro was awesome. Quirky. Yeah.
The manga itself, like the Faye manga, has been doing that kind of stuff, like self-aware and all that for so long.
True, yeah.
Like the games itself don't acknowledge any of that. So,
which is sad.
I love what they're doing here.
Yeah, I'm glad
They
they're doing
even
it.
said a level 40 brigand boss, like the level 100 mafia boss from those ads.
Yes, those things are so old, but I'm glad. It always bugged me that they didn't have anyone who like understood what their community. Like if they ever went on like Fire Emblem Heroes Reddit or just in Japan paid attention to the web communities, you would have seen this stuff everywhere. So like they could have taken advantage of it years earlier. But I'm glad they finally did. If one man by himself can do these kind of animations, how come a paid team can't? You know what I mean? So I'm glad they finally did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I was so taken by the hype and momentum of this because it's Rise kicking everyone's ass that it took me until after the video to think about it. Then I realized this idea is actually not the freshest, because we literally got in Hall Forms, which is like version 1.0 of this. Seer Snare, which is essentially version 2.0 of this. And now this, which is... It's not...
Yeah, it's sort of retooled, but... It's got some similarities for sure.
Yeah, it's not crazy what they've done.
Oh.
But despite it just being like an iteration, I'm excited to try it out. Like this looks like a lot of fun. Yeah.
I mean, for anybody who has done crop maxing in the past, you know how fun it is to stack an unbelievable amount of bonuses and figure out the most broken permutation possible. Doing that intentionally is kind of sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten so many bonuses in the game that they might as well make a whole mode dedicated to them.
That's probably exactly what happened. Like,
was that Captain Skills?
A lot of Captain Skills
from Summer Duels.
I didn't see any Captain Skills.
No, I didn't see any, but if they did, I guess that'd be interesting.
It felt like Captain and Jason skills at least, because of the same mentality and idea of it. But no, seriously, if they do stuff like that, it'd make it even more interesting, because you literally cannot replicate it in actual play. So
yeah, I mean, as it is, they showed Deep Star on Marth. You can't do that. So there's not a lot of exclusive statuses anymore, but it's impossible to have certain combinations of statuses just by unit limit.
Mm-hmm.
That already excites me.
You know what?
Yeah?
You know what actually excites me?
What's that?
The title. Your time to shine. It's not something stupid. No offense.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like Hall of Forms, Seer Snare, like, yeah, they're good, but like the names? It's just English this time. You know what I mean? You just immediately know what it means, what it wants you to do. I don't know what anything else wants you to do. Like, okay, Tap Battle. That one was easy. Yeah, United Warfront. Like, what are you talking about?
Still. This is clear. You got the unit, and you just want them to bulldoze things.
And it's very clearly acknowledging, like, okay, your old ass units, let's make them fun again.
Yes.
Put all your bonuses on your Legion. Everybody do that.
Well,
and make
all
them
two people
absurd.
will do that. You and Roro Legion will be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, but the point I'm getting across is, again, Seer Snare doesn't describe the mode at all. I think we all recognize that. Or Rival's Domain.
Yeah, Rival Domains.
What? What Rival?
Which is also a generic mode, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I always mix it up with Grand Conquest, even though I shouldn't, because it sounds more important than it is.
I know. But that's the point. Like, it is good to just get something that everyone can immediately understand what it is just by reading the name. So.
Yeah, I was taken aback, honestly, just by how simple the name is.
Yeah,
so
because it does show a change of direction. If nothing else, this Fate channel showed they're at least a little bit more aware.
Yeah, it was a very fresh channel, that's for sure.
Yeah.
To say nothing of the fact that there even is one, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought it was a Fate trailer. That's why I was okay being late for the stream, because they're just like, it's just gonna be a Fate trailer. No, it was a Fate channel.
Yeah, I was literally like, the only reason why I'm like pinging Dex, like, okay, Dex, we gotta go into VC now. I was just gonna watch the trailer and be like, oh, this is neat. Skip. Maybe we'll talk about it. Done. No, they went above and beyond.
Okay, so the final thing before we check out the trailer, how would you rate this? Out of 5 or 10?
Out of 5.
The people had to rate out of 5 because we don't have 10 options available.
Yeah.
So
Right. I would rate this a 4 out of 5. I want to say.
I want to give it a 5, but I feel like it's because there's so few W's that I want to give it a 5.
That's.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
I like what was within it a lot.
8 out of 10 minimum, and honestly, part of that's going to definitely just be because I love the units that they chose for the banner. But, you know.
Yeah, I have some bias there too.
The people gave it 4, so I feel like that's fair.
Okay, yeah,
absolutely.
That's about where I'm at.
Again, open to going higher, but nonetheless, very exciting Fate channel.
Okay, well, let's check out the trailer now.
This is going to be a little fun.
Yeah. Leisure and I were about halfway through it when.
Yeah, you got to the point where I'm like, oh, this is different than I was expecting. Right as you joined.
You guys have to give me the title of the song request. Otherwise, I have to open it and copy it.
Horror.
No, it delays things because I have to load it.
Well,
twice.
Yeah, no, it's not great all the same. Is my vocal quality, is it worse or is it just different right now?
You just have more background. Like, it's got a little bit more gain, I think. But
yeah,
probably. I still haven't figured out my my mic setup for this different computer. At the very least, my computer doesn't overheat. And that I'm glad about that.
If it means no cutting out, that's all I care about. Naga!
Oh shoot. We'll just watch it proper and then we'll just talk about it.
Right.
Gmo is streaming? Can we give him a shout?
Gmo is streaming?
I did not know he streamed. What the hell?
Me neither.
I didn't either.
What?
I feel like I would. What's up, Gmo?
Thank you, Gmo, and your viewers.
What the heck? Hold on. I'm checking that out. Sorry, guys.
Jamboree.
I'm checking that out. Was this a personal session with your friends? Oh my god, do we get to see Gmo? Oh my god, what is this? I'm giving him fall.
Jamboree with motion controls is the way to play it.
Oh, wow.
He actually gave a real title, but it's motion controls. Hold on, now I'm going to stalk you.
Uh-oh. Oh,
is this your only video?
His only stream.
I think it is. He played for 2 hours and 40... Did you finish the game? Can you actually finish Jamboree in 2 hours and 40? He actually did 20 out of 20.
I just played this
gosh.
Legion and a couple
Dex and I know how this goes. Our games take like about 3.5 hours because we play 30-turn games.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of bringing it back, because when Mario Party Superstars came out, we actually played it as a Discord a couple times.
Yeah.
And fun fact, I won every time.
Yeah, Dex, how's that going for us?
Oh man, that's been crazy.
Freaking Velma won last time.
All right, guys, if you haven't given Gmo a follow, please do. He's a friend on the stream. He's always been awesome. He's been here for many. I swear he's been here since the start. And if you think, I've heard of Gmo before, that's right. You've heard of Gmo before because it's terrible for you. If you find foods with Gmo in it, do not eat it. It's bad for you.
True. And I changed his name like 2 years ago to genetically modified Oshawott on Discord, and
he still kept it. Yeah, I know.
So I honestly forgot.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Oh, you played PMP.
Whoa! He has. How do you have? How the hell do you have videos from 9 years ago? What is this?
Wow. Back in his high school days, maybe.
Wait, were you playing this on Wii U emulator?
Oh my god. Anyways,
that's weird.
So for everyone else, if you follow me long enough, I will in fact stalk you. That's what we verified today.
I think I might have streamed like once. I don't even. No, I don't think so. Actually.
All right,
we're stalking me.
We're gonna watch a trailer real quick, and then we'll talk about it. All right, here we go.
All right, 2-minute 40.
Classic Twitch.
This sounds like alien music.
It's the original Tiki theme. I think
they must abandon their draconic forms and live as humans do.
I'm just hoping everyone's in English. That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think they all are. From the Fate channel.
Neon actually gets to me. What crazy art. This is the best looking Naga by far. Not even close.
And
I like all of them, but this one looks really, really nice, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mythic, but, you know.
Yeah, her stats are also quite impressive.
Low HP!
That's Naga's thing.
I do like low HP, because if you're going to use scaling, you want less HP to scale more.
That is, technically true.
Divine God Fang.
If you're scaling defenses.
Okay, I know I trigger people bringing this every time, but I always get triggered for them showing a character that's not even that old getting destroyed. Erica's a fine character. She's actually really good.
Yeah, she's still actually, I think underrated, honestly. Really solid.
Yeah, the first one is Discord, who consistently shows off how good she still can be.
Right.
Credit.
Exactly. And then get destroyed. Okay, Naga's gonna be really annoying to deal with. That the fact that she won that fight so cleanly and she gets to back off, my gosh.
We do love a good Kanto.
My name is Goto. I came into this world a divine dragon. Now I have turned my attention to the study of magic.
Kurt Bicknell. I don't know if I've ever heard his voice before. He's really good. I like this voice.
Yeah,
it's a different voice actor from the original Goto, unless it's an alias, in which case it could be the same.
But
it looks like
he sounds like he's freaking from like Lord of the Rings or something, you know, or audiobook guy, like narrating for like the Game of Thrones or sorry, a Song of Ice and Dragon or something.
He only has one credit, and that's for Raincode.
Oh my god, I'm happy for him then.
Yeah, unless that was an alias he's used before, but you know.
Sure. Also, you're right. It might be an alias with all the VA striking. Though if you get caught on something like this, you're gonna get slammed. Anyways, artist is Yamada Akihiro. You can recognize that art.
Yeah, it's so recognizable.
I love that artist.
Yeah,
I know they're divisive.
Right.
They're such a good artist.
Yeah, you just recognize that styling immediately. Also, I don't like this Goto. I'm sorry. I like Goto even older. You know, some guys get hotter as they get older. Like George Clooney. I think he's he's definitely a silver-haired fox at this point. Anyways, where am I going? Goto, I think, looks way better with that hair. Right now, he looks homeless. No, I shouldn't say that. He looks like
Jesus.
Study of magic.
Oh God,
Jesus depicted.
Yeah,
depictions. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like homeless Jesus. Wait, no, that's not accurate.
Wait,
homeless Jesus. That's just Jesus.
Okay, he's still Goto. That AoE resistance is still there.
Yep. Also, Leonard Draper only has like 2 credits, so let me see who's real, if they both are or not.
For a moment,
Leonard
I thought
Draper being his original VA.
I thought for a moment he was introducing all new skills.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy, but no, at least he has a souped up version of his A slot and a new B skill.
All right. I'm gonna say it again. I know I'm a broken record. the fact he's about to beat Heathrin, that's nuts. Heathrin came out at New Year's and she's still really good.
I mean, she's good as a support. Her combat is live and die by the AoE, and that's exactly what Goto's doing.
The Divine Nectar support is insane, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Divine Nectar is still one of the best statuses in the game, period. That was a lot of damage.
And he's like, who the hell are these people? To steal a joke from Legion earlier.
Wait, why did they show the enemy heroes moving? What? Huh? They didn't do anything.
I think
they wanted to show him buffing.
Allies.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I didn't notice. Last Earth Dragon.
Yes.
I am merely borrowing
So
the
cool.
human
Same
form.
VA, same artist.
I have no affinity for them.
Just looks
Badass. Now here's a little kicker for you.
What?
Well, you'll see.
Oh, he's the demo.
Yeah, he's demoted.
Wow.
And he does have a perf, to their credit.
That's interesting.
Medius is a demote.
Wait, he's normal pool, because this isn't a special banner.
Yeah, he's just a straight up summonable.
anytime.
You could literally summon Medius anytime you want on a random blue orb. Just as a normal hero.
What this is saying is, because this, I haven't read the weapon yet, but I'm gonna at least say it's gonna be Medius level, Medius in the game already, which is very impressive because you can make a +10. Medius is no slouch. He's not amazing, but he's no slouch.
His remix is in a couple weeks.
It's so close,
Having a demoted version of that, and you know he's gotta have on guard. Also, he's gonna score like nuts.
When was the last time we had a demo with perf that we were excited about?
And that doesn't even really count for that because
Shez.
we weren't.
You're right.
We were just excited for Shez because it was a perf at all.
Right.
Holy crap! How long ago is that?
That was 2022. I'm pretty sure. End of 2022.
Book 6, right?
Yep.
Guys, you realize how many years it's been since we got a character this exciting?
This is going to be a step beyond Shez.
Oh, absolutely. Because Shez's weapon was kind of awkward with HP conditions, and the effects were a little
She needed slaying to really be good.
Yeah, she needed slaying. At least she was a good stat spread, but she kind of fell in line with a lot of the other fast axe infantries. Still above of them all, but it was kind of rough.
I'm just
imagine having a mythic demote.
Right. This is essentially a mythic demote, guys. IS not being stingy is insane. Also, the biggest difference is this is an actual unique animation.
Yeah, they got us
he's a real Earth Dragon here. He's not a Dark or Shadow Dragon.
Yeah,
run while you can.
But I love him.
What does it look like to you guys, though?
Like a Stegosaurus, I guess.
Almost
Or
like
a
a
man?
almost like a depiction of kaiju's, like Godzilla-ish.
Yes, reminds you of Godzilla, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, as Raymond pointed out, yes, this is 100% viable arena unit. I'm just wondering, can we make enough? Because by the time I could make a +10 Shez, she was no longer viable. So I'm hoping.
I mean, you could pull this banner.
Okay, I'm not going that far. Are you crazy?
It's really nice because magical damage as a demote is pretty hard to come by with like rail units.
This can counter dragons also means he scores above average.
True.
Remember that. And high
Like a
dragon
monster
ball.
from Yu-Gi-Oh called Guardian Grarl from the first anime.
Did we? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Sungwa. I don't remember that at all. Did we not have a Senatiki?
We did.
We did.
This is a two, Tiki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ain't that weird?
She's gonna get every class, isn't she?
Pretty much.
At this rate, yep.
We're gonna get rearmed next, guys. Watch out.
I'm hiding.
Why would we? You know.
I'm so glad her VA can still voice. Oh my gosh, it would be so awkward if someone We've listened to Tiki talk for so long now, guys.
The only reason we associate her with a British accent is because of
because of this VA.
That's a new inheritable special.
This is a short story. I don't want to read. That was 2 pages. That was 2 full pages, guys.
Yeah, I'm betting you we're very appreciative of the first 2 heroes for how short they were.
Yes. Also, Res Scout Echo is insane. Are you kidding me? That's an Echo.
Yeah, Scowl as your Echo. That's gonna be awesome on dragons like Medius.
You can do double Scowl. Or triple.
Oh, we talked about this in the past. Double scale is not useless.
Nope.
Yeah, not with all the preemptives running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can fit it in your kit, I mean, dragons like null C, but not armors.
That damage is so friggin' insane. It's green versus red, guys. Kvaser just gets shredded.
The whole thing was having a bunch of percent.
Yeah, remember she has
that could
60%.
Come on, it's not even.
This one's gonna be a. This one's a more egregious.
It's not even been a year.
I mean, in this case, at least it's now green versus
defense.
0.
Stay alive,
That's
Bernie.
a little painful.
10. Oh
Hey,
my
damage.
god.
She did damage.
If I could zoom into Bernie's face right now, that's how I feel about this right now, guys. That's how I...
She looks a little worried, yeah.
I haven't even... For those who don't know, I still haven't done my Brave Hero free pull, or free selection yet. Because I couldn't make up my mind. And
Even harder
with
now.
every day passing, I'm like, even if I don't make up my mind, does it even matter anymore?
Bernadette is actually the most meta viable right now, and it's just because of paranoia.
Oh.
Disgusting status. Ooh. Oh yeah, right. The story.
Oh, yeah, story. That's right. That's normal chapters. For those who've been keeping up the story, I don't want to hear the details. Just good or bad. Or meh.
Not great.
Eh.
It's mediocre at best.
The story, I'll just say it in the most short way possible, is it's been building up to the story.
But that's what they do every year, and then they give us nothing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, that's what it feels like it's going to be.
Oh,
Although I
God.
feel like they might do an ass pull in the middle. That's what it feels like it's building to.
Yes. I was hoping for more, because, I'm gonna be honest, the April Fool's thing, at least was on time-ish. I mean, it's the day afterwards. It should be the day earlier or day of, never afterwards, but whatever. That's how Fire Emblem Heroes does their stuff. But when they did that stuff with Baldur and introduced new characters, it's like, I had some hope.
Yep, it seems like it's still moving the same as any other story chapters. But at least it's more, I don't know, like in line with the overall story arc because it has a lot of, like it has Loki and it has Thor and there's continuity, so,
Continuity doesn't matter if it's not good continuity.
That is true. I just would rather have it than not have it, I suppose.
Did you know there's a continuity of a tradition of fling shit at each other? I'm glad we're continuing that continuity. You know what I mean?
That the Loki we see isn't her true form.
Yeah.
Story confirms that Loki we see isn't her true form. Okay, well, I don't even know if she has a true form, to be honest, but sure.
Can I
thought
point
her
out
mythic form
that
was supposed to be
this
at
is the
least
very
closer
first
to her
instance
true
in a
form.
long while of being on banner, not to appear teeth, and yet still lost his perf skill.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a perf skill.
I think his perf skill is really not good anymore, though.
Yeah.
Well, again, his remix is in a couple weeks, but yeah,
Oh.
he doesn't have a short rebirth.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be happy with the fact that we got something here. It's been 3 years.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I'm elated, especially
A
it being
demote,
an
a
important
demote with a
character.
personal B skill and weapon. Come on.
Yeah, that would be a bit far. But honestly, I hope I want them to go far.
Yeah.
They've been doing that on seasonal demotes, at least. Like Tana.
All right.
I use
well,
her, and she's so good.
This banner details have not really changed my mind on the core basis of it. I like the characters; they're pretty cool.
Yep.
And they all, I mean, I didn't have to check anything to know they were going to be good. Dragons. Many years ago, I wanted to make a video about the best class in Fire Emblem Heroes, and I was going to give it to dragons. Now, obviously, people will argue that's changed. Great, but dragons have always been a very high standard class, and I think they keep that today. So let's go break down the heroes.
Yes.
Let's try not to break them while we're at it.
Okay. Is there such thing?
I do wish they would do this more often. Normal pool seasonals, these guys don't feel so limited anymore.
Yes, normal pool seasonals. You know what? This essentially is a normal pool seasonal because it's like a young heroes banner in a way.
Yeah, it's the
A friend of
weird.
mine pointed out to me it was like Adrift 2, and I couldn't get that out of my mind. This is way better than that, but it's funny how the theme is kind of like that.
Yeah.
That is kind of true.
Okay, I don't think there's such a thing as a bad Naga. They've all been
Well, Halloween is.
Oh, whoopsies.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, delete.
She was a demote though, and if you built her up, she had respectable balls.
She has a cool stat line.
I mean, I saw people build her up, but there was no sustainable way that she was going to be viable long term. So
no, not with that skill access. No,
pretty doomed.
All right. I'm gonna go really quickly. Ancient Majesty looks pretty good. Slaying effective. Standard Dragon effects. And as usual, oh my gosh, I actually am getting sick of this formula that they're doing. Of course, buffing or debuffing, and this time it's player phase, enemy phase, units HP, over 25%, attack versus -7, frozen guard. Okay, pretty good. At this point, guys, how do you even go into a battle? It's just like debuffs and buffs everywhere. I can't keep track of anything anymore.
Exactly.
That's the name of the game.
Goodness for that exclamation point next to your level, because I have to check that so often.
I know, but like you go into the game and you just have no feeling of how the battle's gonna go.
Yeah, if you don't know the units exactly for what statuses they drop, suddenly you remember that Larather hits you for like -20 to all your stats between all of his debuffs, and you realize you can't kill anything anymore.
I feel like you have a better chance at an exam than Faye nowadays.
Feels like it sometimes.
Anyways, the buffing is the standard up to 14 extra stats, scaling of 50% foes attack, and then reduces the percentage of foes non-special damage. Okay, so it's damage reduction and reduction by 50%.
Very simple weapon. Ironically, very simple weapon.
Yeah, you know what?
Frozen is the most interesting part. It's a really strong status.
Yeah, the buff debuff part seems much more interesting than what she offers by herself. It's like the bare minimum what she offers by herself.
Yeah, her combat is... It's not even her attack for damage scaling, and also no true DR scaling.
Yeah.
It's foes attack, which is unreliable. Not bad, but unreliable.
I'm also surprised she doesn't have, like... Oh, well, I guess we're going to keep reading. But the weapon doesn't give you, like, instant Dragon's Roar or something, so let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
AR near trace, yay! Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... For, like, the 3 heroes... We laughed about this many years ago, because we were like, why does Ninian have this move that no one else will use? Because she had the SR...
Res.
Yeah, no, like, what the...
Right. And Summer Niffle,
Still
too, I think.
practically useless.
Yeah. Okay, well, they put it in the game. Attack response 4, la-di-la, alright, standard stuff. Divine God Fang. Allies in 2 spaces of a unit can move to any space within 2 spaces of a unit, so more support. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if units within 2 spaces of an ally grants effect against dragons. Okay, well, that's off of Mythic Naga, sure. Neutralize effective against dragons bonuses. Oh, so...
her own counter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty unique.
It's the most reliable way of giving that status now.
Okay, so she removes, like, the biggest weakness of dragons. That's nice.
Yeah, not a lot of that in the meta, but I guess she is also that meta, so...
Oh, you're right. She brutalizes dragons while she saves dragons.
Yep.
Very in character.
Very goofy mechanic, I love it.
Alright, empathy to unit allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn, and then stats to unit, extra damage to unit if just within range of 3, reduces damage by 7, special cooldown charge plus 1 unit. Okay, there finally is a cooldown thing, because without that, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, Aurora would have been so unreliable without it. Very simple, even on the C slot, like the actual C slot combat stuff. 7 all strikes true damage reduction is surprisingly little.
I'm gonna be frank, I feel like Divine God Fang, the last portion was supposed to be the weapon. That's what it feels like.
It does, I mean,
it
that
feels
happens a
kind
lot
of
with
like
first skills these days.
Yeah.
The C slot is a weapon all to itself. But
even still, it's at least I like that she has the buff and debuff support sort of neatly tied up. It's all at start of player phase or enemy phase, same range. So I think as a combat unit, she won't be anything insanely special, but
no.
Yeah, well, yeah, to say the least. But her support, I think, is pretty solid. Like, I could see her finding a reasonable niche for it.
I know, but I think we've already summed it up. She's not necessary.
No. Unless you really care about your dragons. No.
Even for a pure dragon team, it's really hard. Again, we pointed... Who's the best dragon killer right now?
Oh, no!
I
don't know
if any are meta.
I don't know. Exactly. There's your answer, because I run Marth, and he's getting his ass kicked, even with effectiveness, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, modern dragons are kind of insane.
I cannot think of, outside of, like, the fact that technically speaking, Shez is dragon effective. Technically. That would be counted.
Okay, then it's probably Shez. That's your best bet. That's a
Yeah,
dragon meta.
winter for all the people dealing with winter shez. You got your out, and also for all the dragons in this meta because it's pretty much just Naga, not Naga, Rhea. That's it.
Yeah, so perhaps this matters more in the future. But yeah, she's a solid character. It's just I don't know how she fits right now. Unnecessary, maybe in the future, more useful. Okay.
Yeah, the dragon meta is going to be entirely how viable she is. But she has 3 bonuses, 2 debuffs, and also mobility. So that's a lot of support, fundamentally.
All right. This literally looks biblical. Goto?
It does.
Yeah.
I actually thought... I don't know why I was so insistent on him being Salamander. A otherwise completely non-character fire dragon who's like an ancient fire dragon that nobody cares about.
Oh, by the way, if it wasn't obvious, I already think this is really hard to pull for this banner. Because if Naga was not necessary and you have a demo, that's already half the banner gone.
Yep. Unless you want a +10 Medius now, which, fair enough.
Okay, well, let's find out. Going into this, I immediately just think better Mythic Medius. That's all I was thinking. So let's see.
Yeah.
Slaying, if HP is over 25%, attack res +6, reduce damage by 80% for AoEs. That's pretty standard. Reduces foes bonuses during combat to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. That's nice.
That's what his Mythic version does, basically.
Oh, that's literally it. Okay.
Yeah, it's Mythic. Yeah, Mythic support, but it also adds the Omni Dull effect.
Okay.
So,
and it's a little more flexible, like it does it both enemy phase and player phase.
All right. Penalty on foes attack res, 20% of units res at start combat. +6 deals damage equals 20% of units res. Oh, +6 is just to summarize
it's attack
it.
res -6, and then also 20% of units res. So
He's
standard
named
stat
after one of
scale.
the 3 wise men, and now Gato looks like he came right out the Bible.
Exactly, Dizzy. And then reduces damage from foes, attacks by 20% of units res, and makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. Restores 70 HP to unit after combat. That is as tame as Naga.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, kind of going into it with these two. They are the most cut and dry, normal as offensive units possible. Their support is what matters, but still.
I'm happy for this because I feel like the power creep is rampant. Do not get me wrong, guys. These are perfectly fine. They're not bad.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
You can totally make either of these units work. They're just very simple compared to Camilla.
We frankly need more characters like this where the meta doesn't get shaken up every goddamn banner because no one can keep up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, no. I did a little bit of Summer Duels this weekend, and I fight my first Camilla, and I'm like, what?
Exactly. Battle starts, and it's her field everywhere. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really hard to look at, by the way. But, yeah, having to adjust to that every single time a new banner comes out, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, not gonna happen here, and I like it.
I know people are going to say, well, they're not going to pull, but you're going to make your game unplayable if you keep shaking the meta up like that. Which, evidently, it's becoming. Like, the amount of people who play it, they're virtually all casual, because if you're a diehard, you're literally studying Farm Heroes to play it then.
Yeah.
Legion can relate.
Anyways, gift the guidance, tons of extra stats. At start turn, if units HP is 25% or above, special equivalent count -2 unit, and grants special equivalent count -1 allies within 2 spaces of unit. And also, if those allies are magic or staff, grants additional special equivalent count -1 to those allies. So good with other mages. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not times pulse, so every turn he's getting 2 cooldown to himself, and same for those allies, respectively.
I want to point this out.
-2 if they're magic or staff.
It seems amazing until you remember virtually everyone has accelerated cooldown nowadays, so it's not that crazy.
It's really
good, but it's not. You wouldn't justify like always slotting in team slot for him just because of that.
It's not like we're in a meta. Pent mage emblems anymore are the thing, like Pentophilia. We're not there anymore, so...
Yeah. You'll literally have cases where it doesn't do anything, because you already had your special, so...
Yep. There's gonna be some cool uses for this, absolutely. But it's very... You gotta be deliberate with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's worthless.
Alright, HP 25% or above, neutralize penalty on unit. Special equivalent charge -1 on foe per attack, aka guard, and reduces percentage of foes non-special reduced damage skills. Okay, this is by 50%. So damage reduction, pretty standard.
Yep, is very cut and dry. Attack Res Havoc, on the other hand, is not.
Okay, so what is Havoc? Player phase, enemy phase. Okay, this is the next gen of debuffs, because that's way too good.
Yep.
Attack res -7, Sabotage, Schism, And then with res less than units res, so that's easy for him. He has tons of res. Additionally,
and he gets visible res from his A slot.
Yeah, his A slot is visible stats, by the way.
Yeah.
So
it spreads super easy.
Mage line wall.
Yep.
Yep. And then after start turn, skills trigger on units player phase if number of foes with sabotage effect active on map is greater or equal to 2 grants cancel 1 unit. What?
Very random.
Just kind of very
So
random.
random. Yeah, if you inflict 2 units with sabotage, you get Kanto.
That's the randomest. I can't think of anything weirder than that. This is infinite.
Why Kanto?
Why does he? Yeah.
Why does
It'd be one thing if it granted you,
lot of
I don't know,
units
some
do this?
slight offensive bonus, but Kanto's like okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so now all mages can get Kanto, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't even. It could be more than mages. I forget the inheritance restrictions. They said it somewhere, but that is a weird status.
Yeah.
Weird.
Anyways, inflicts attack res -4 on foe and deals damage equals 20% of units res during combat, which makes sense. Scaling of res and weapon scaling of res and B slot. This actually is amazing.
Really good. Amazing B slot. Like
Amazing support, amazing mobility. Kanto 1 is not amazing, but for a mage, that's amazing.
For a mage, it's
it could
really unusual.
And then the damage scaling is so high.
Damage is
A
so good.
remarkably, good damage skill, and the schism status, well, it's not seen very often.
Yeah,
It neutralizes triangle attack, dual strike, and pathfinder. Three pretty powerful statuses that see meta use in different situations.
Yeah,
You see
like
triangle attack and dual strike, and those annoying Lin comps and ether raids, and then you see pathfinder strats in duels and in ether raids as well. Yeah.
All right. Pulse Deploy, I think everyone knows what it does, but it just
really
stacks
nice. I
on
love Pulse Deploy.
because it's you already have Sapphire Schism, and now you got Ploy and Exposure, so cool.
yeah, and if you stack this with Valadar, if you want to get funny, Valadar doesn't have any of these debuffs naturally, so you could do Panic, Discord, Sabotage, Schism, Ploy, and Exposure on this at the same time with Valadar.
Do we have any competitive Fey players in here? There's no freaking way I can keep all this in mind.
Yeah,
This is just
have
one
fun.
character, I can't keep track. I don't know what. When you put this much stuff together, I don't know what is going on. Like, remember, you have a time limit during summer duels. I don't know what's on my character anymore. There's just too much stuff.
Yeah, and don't get me started on the fact that Ploy and Schism, I mean, I know Ploy is everywhere, but they're both hyper-specific debuffs that's counter-specific mechanics. And if you don't remember that, you're gonna get hit for Ploy, and you're like, wait, why isn't my bonus doubler working again?
Yeah.
Oops.
Fire Emblem Heroes is a 200 IQ game. There's no other way to talk about it at this point.
200 IQ game made by 100 IQ people.
That's a good way to put it.
I like that.
100 IQ is
It's not
normal.
terrible.
That's
You
average.
shouldn't be ashamed
Yeah.
of it. Huh.
Literally average.
I love the memes where people are like, I scored 100 on my IQ test.
Congrats, you got everything right? Right? Right?
I'm in the top 80th percentile of IQ. Eat that.
Oh my gosh. All right, this is
I'm
what
in
I'm
the
most
20th
excited about.
percentile. That means I scored the top 20, right?
Exactly. His art is so good. It's so
Daisuke Izuka back. So happy.
Sorry, I don't want to be too political, but do you guys believe this? I actually looked this up a while ago during the the elections in America. I looked up the smartest presidents, and did you know who made top 5?
Wasn't it like Bush or something?
No, it was Trump. Well, yes, Bush too, but it was Trump.
Oh.
But the thing is, I think he
seems
falsified
like-
that. I just no way.
Anyways, I think part of it is that the IQ of presidents, the thing that they do is stupid because the presidents never do IQ tests. They just estimate based on what they think it is.
Yeah, it's all estimates.
And a lot of the people who do that are just
some of them
partisan
actually have
hacks,
IQ tests. You're
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
You're right about the super ancient presidents because there were no IQ tests.
Yeah. Have fun trying to figure out how smart
I'm
Trump
sure
is.
there are a few that they actually did, yeah. I don't know, I feel like Trump is about as smart as the average American. I don't know, maybe a little bit more, but...
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was crazy because he always talks about how smart he is, but I think everyone knows why he does that. Let's just be frank. Smart people don't say they're smart because they would never need
They know they
to
have
say that
they
out
have
loud.
gaps in their knowledge, and yeah, they don't need to say it.
But yeah, I always thought that was funny. Anyways, well, people can look it up. I just thought it was hilarious when we did that. Also, to be clear, to be a leader of man is not about how smart you are. Otherwise, scientists would lead humanity. So, doesn't really matter.
True. The philosopher king argument way back in the day.
All right. Well, this is a smart move though. Medius,
Yeah,
I
speaking
will
of
pray that I will plus 10 him in time because
Same.
I'd love to.
I have not been excited for a demo in a long, even like special hero demos. To be honest, this has been a while.
Yeah, like, and especially when plus 10. Like, I wanted a Tana, but I knew I just didn't have the motivation to plus 10 her.
Yep.
On the other hand.
I'm very glad I did, but it was a chore. Like, it took a while.
Exactly.
And a lot of orbs.
The fact that we're getting a free-to-play character that we will just randomly get, granted, with every banner, the chance of you getting a Medius is lower and lower. But
Oh, absolutely.
True.
But it's gonna be such a, like, you know, you pull one orb, oh, I got, like, I don't know, I got a Florina base orb because I didn't get Fate Pass. And then I pull the next orb, I get frickin' Medius, and he's 3 stars. What?
yes.
So very weird.
Hey, technically final boss, for the record.
Yes.
What?
I hope this is this year, okay. As much of a doomer as I am about Fire Emblem Heroes, this year they've done a lot of things right. I just want them to do it more and more often. That's all I'm asking
They
for.
gotta
And this
keep
is
it up and
yeah.
increase the frequency.
So if they do this for more characters, I'm completely down for it. I hope this is not like, oh, this is a special occasion because this is our 35th anniversary. We're doing this, and you're gonna have to wait till the 70th anniversary for us to do it again. Like, I hope it's not like that, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we also got Marty not too long ago, who is still one of the most popular GHBs to plus 10.
Yes.
So,
Still hasn't fallen off
That
completely.
feels so good to see.
not at all.
It's like essence during
Or
life.
yeah, not even completely would be exaggeration. Only a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
Jimo's right.
On Guard
4-star
is-
on guard is really crazy.
outside of Dark Season, that wasn't even a thing. You couldn't use Anima, Light, Astra on guard.
Thank you for bringing
So
that up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just anti-bolt bolt tower, bolt trap for anybody, anywhere on a demote.
Yeah, on Anima seasons,
time.
I don't like running defensive teams because bolt towers will destroy me.
Yep.
And now I can. If I get Medius, I can just run a proper full defense team.
Yep. And it wouldn't even be that hard, which is really nice.
Oh shoot, is bolt tower dead? You could just fight
you have-
Medius and Medius, and that just nullifies it all.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
you could look at it as the
Depends on how
opportunity
much
cost of
invest.
running Medius, but
Yeah.
on the other hand, if they do, yeah, you just can't bolt tower anymore. And there are teams that unironically will just use Medius outside of season or Freyr outside of season or both.
Yeah.
Well, you can do both, but you know,
I'm gonna be honest.
just to avoid those counters.
Anima seasons were already a pain in the butt because you had so much ways to heal up. So even at 1 HP, you couldn't get the kill.
Yep.
Right. So like Heathrin. But now, even if they don't, now it's even harder because they don't even get to drop to 1.
No, one of my favorite ways to cheese some maps is just bolt tower. I've used bolt tower this whole time, and now I just have to see a demote Medius on their team, and that doesn't work anymore.
Oh, if it wasn't obvious, guys. Yes, I think he's worth running just for on guard.
Yeah, absolutely. You can run him in Ether Raid's
Enjoy
offense
every
and
season
remove
is
the
gonna be
worry of
wild.
accidentally triggering a bolt trap.
That's true. Yeah. It triggers.
Oh yeah, barricade.
That's true as well.
All right. Well, attack Respull 6 on guard. Neutralize foes monsters during combat unit. Allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Already
That's better
worth
than
using. Additionally, stat scaling of 20% of units res at start combat plus 5. Plus 5
like
instead
that.
of 6. All right, sure.
Well, it is 3 stats, but the defense is just because he's adaptive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unit deals plus X damage and reduces damage from foes attacks by X. X equals the number of staff and dragon allies on the map. Oh, just like Medius, sure.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, excluding unit times 5 plus 10 max 20. That's nice. And also, foes attack can trigger foes special units res over foes res plus 5. And plus special charge plus 1 on foe before
Scout.
foes first attack. Wait, he's double scaled.
Yeah. Yes, it is a slot too.
Wow.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. By the way,
I like
maybe
that he has the combo that units really need these days as a demote, which is true damage, a good amount of true damage and true DR. He
I was
only
like
needs
20
his-
true DR is nuts.
Yeah, all he gets 10 at base, and then if he has 2 allies who are either staff or dragon, like it would be any mix of them, he gets to 20. If he has 1, 15.
Yep.
Still good, so.
The only problem with that is now you need to look. If we're talking arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is the only arena dragon.
That's
and
true.
There is no such
Unless
thing
you
as an
do,
arena
like,
healer.
Yeah, unless you do something like one of the other dragons, like the Kanas or Nell, which you could run with them, but you can't run DC dragons on both.
Okay.
So it's a little weird, but still, I mean, 20 True DR is phenomenal.
Yes.
Even just hitting 15 is fine.
This is a true modern weapon. I maybe if the attack was 6, it would be completely modern. But like outside of something small like that, it's literally a true modern weapon.
Still is visible scaling though, which is the best scale. 20% is a lot. Like,
And he's
that gives
already
him-
incentivized to run something like he can do Stronghold with Pulse Deploy, for example, to get more stats and debuff better.
The only thing that isn't here is follow-up.
Oh!
Which he can get, though, from his B slot.
From what?
He can run...
Everybody's favorite, Dragon's Ire.
Oh.
Not Dragon's Ire. What's the new version called?
Yeah, the new version is Scales.
Scales.
Yeah, which unfortunately Scales is a little unfortunate, but follow-ups, in my view, have become a good amount easier to outsource these days, so I don't view it as much of a problem as it used to be. You can also run Lagu's Friend with Dragon's Roar if he wants to, because he doesn't have Slaying.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's
you
not...
could run a Lagu's build.
Yeah, that's not necessarily bad in that case.
Because then that's 20% of your res plus 10, 15, 20.
Okay, the high Dragon Wall argument is a pretty good one, but I gotta say, with how far they've been pushing skills, they might just release something else. You might have more options soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get more 400s. I don't want more 400 SP skills, but you could. That's
clearly that's clearly where they're gonna go. So.
Yeah, and it does make sense on Medius to have a Dragon Wall skill, technically. I can't really bash that either. But, yeah, so it'd be between High Dragon Wall, Lagu's Friend, and Dragon's Scales, what I'm hearing here.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
And for the record,
Spike Wall.
if you weren't like me and heard of Marnie, Nas and compiles at 1,200 with Dragon's Scales. So that's not even too bad. And then Nell is actually on the same path, I think, for Barricade. Yes, so if you want to really deck out your Medius. Because then you can
you've got options. He's not really that inflexible, despite how he might look.
Okay.
Good options.
Not at all.
All right, well, let's talk about the last hero. If it wasn't clear, guys, Medius steals the show. I didn't even read Tiki yet, and I already know he steals the show. Because he's accessible, and Tiki is... good luck.
Not. The only thing I can say for Tiki going into this is, can she give fodder to Medius?
That's right.
Her Echo skill certainly can.
Yes, we can triple scowl Medius, because that's what we should do.
That's
You could
useful.
just do double scowl and just change his A slot to something else. I think that'd be cool.
You know what? Demo Stumbler is not the worst on him, because he does buff his attack and res.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, actually, that's not... No, that's not... Well, the other problem is his scoring skill is DCD, and you're not going to put disencounter dragons on anybody else, right? Right?
Well, if you run it, but if you're running him, like we talked about with another dragon, like the Kanas
Hold
or
on,
Nell,
it might not even matter. I know we talk about max scoring, but sometimes it just doesn't matter, so you can just put whatever you want.
Yeah, you could just kind of do it.
Okay, but yeah, in the ideal situation, you're right. It's a distant counter seal, but it's such a minute difference.
Yeah. I wouldn't... Honestly, even if you were to end up in a situation where you end up with a double disencounter, it'd probably make it work.
Okay, I also got to point out, we were talking earlier about the best dragon killers. Turns out the best dragon killer is the youngest of them all.
Oh, well, yeah. You're right.
That's fucked up.
Naga might actually see a bit of use because of this. Year.
Yeah, Naga's here to protect you from young Tiki, or younger Tiki, sorry.
Yeah, younger Tiki. It was an infantry, by the way, not an armor.
Yeah.
In case anybody gets that confused. I probably would have.
Yeah. Oh, Phantom, thanks for asking. I'm not sick anymore. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
My last month, guys, I'm so pissed off. I lost a week because I was on a business trip, which was awesome. I loved it. But I lost 2 weeks shortly afterwards because of being sick. While I streamed on a couple of days, last month I basically didn't get to do anything I wanted to do.
That sucks.
Yeah, I've been playing catch up. Did you guys know I bought Xenoblade Chronicles X? I've been wanting to start that. That is my favorite Wii U game.
I remember you saying something about that, or saying you were going to. Yeah.
Yeah, the day I got it, the day afterwards, I got really sick. Like, I got it and I couldn't even play it.
Oh, that sucks.
When you right after getting a new game is the worst time.
Yeah,
I know.
right.
But yeah, I hope next week I can. Next week is Good Friday. Wait, do Americans have Good Friday? Next Friday's off.
I don't think. I think we.
I don't.
Oh, you don't.
We don't do. Either way, I know I don't have
to celebrate. I guess.
So yeah, I'll have a 3-day weekend. So hopefully I get to start Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I know a lot of people have already been watching it, but like that is literally my favorite game on the Wii U. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
looks really fun.
All right.
Anyways, also, I feel so bad. I was sick again. Dark Deity 2, which is like literally Fire Emblem. Maybe I'll show you guys real quick. I don't know if you guys know about Dark Deity. It is basically Fire Emblem. Look at it.
Oh yeah, I've heard a bit about it.
So,
oh wow, yeah, it is literally Fire Emblem.
They gave me a key. I even had early access to it. I could have played before their launch, and they allowed me to, but I was sick. Like, I'm literally so pissed off. If you're a fan of the GBA Fire Emblems, this is it. There's nothing better. Like, assuming you finished all the GBA Fire Emblems, but there's nothing better. Like, this is very, very on brand. The way it looks, the way it plays, the way it feels. But yeah, be sure to check it out. They did give me a link to give to you guys, but whatever. But yeah, hoping to play it. I'm sure you've seen a lot of Fire Emblem players play this game for obvious reasons. Again, this is the second game. The devs are really cool, and they're going to continue to improve on the game. And they're, unlike IS, which are very inflexible, these guys are very open to feedback.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot about their not their feedback system per se, but like that they've done a lot of tweaks to the game. And stuff.
Yes, they've taken a lot of input from players. Like,
yeah.
I know for some, the Fire Emblem games are gospel and they cannot go wrong, but they do have issues. They do have issues. Some Fire Emblem games. The last time I played Shadow Dragon, guys, I stopped playing when they butt fuck me from behind. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like, the reinforcements. Yeah, you just get ambushed. I'm like, I'm not playing this anymore. Because it's a reset. You lose someone, it's a reset. I let my weaker characters stay in the back because I don't want them to get killed, and then they get ambushed and they're dead, and now I gotta reset. And the only way I was gonna know about that is if I played it already. You know, stuff like that is stupid. Anyways.
There's marriage options too for you shippers and waifu hunters out there.
Yeah. So yeah, check them out. They're seriously awesome. All right. Anyways, I'll be playing that eventually as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon Flame, even though it says it's new, everyone knows what it does because it's just another variant.
Perf.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the perf. You're right. I started reading the perf and then got distracted. Anyways, it's slaying, effective against dragon, speed, defense +6, bulwark. Why?
More bulwark.
Yay,
Yes.
copying a tuned Hector.
I don't like that. That's stupid.
I've never even seen that status be useful. I've never thought about it.
I find it pretty nice on Hector because it makes it so you can't really snipe the
fundamentally yes,
sides of the units.
But it feels like you could just go around.
Bulwark is more of a summer duels skill because it forces engagements.
Yeah, that is true. It's less useful.
It's definitely, with all these pass units, it's also a bit of a problem, but it's definitely a bit niche, but it's a really cool status when it works, and it does force unusual plays.
Well, yes, in the hands of a player, it becomes useful. For AI, it's almost useless, so...
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyways, if units within 3% ally calc damage using 150% units defense instead of the value of units attack when special...
Sandstorm!
Wow.
Sandstorm!
Wow.
That explains why that's a defense special.
She's gonna be so annoying. Holy crap.
Wow.
Second coming of Tamara.
Yeesh. Yeah, this is just Tamara too. That's disgusting.
All right. Well, grants most units attack speed defense res equals number of allies in 3 space of unit times 3 plus 5. Oh, that's so easy. 14 stats deals damage equals 20% of units defense. This really is just Tamara. Reduces damage from foes first attack by 20% units defense. And also units defense over foes defense plus 5. Disables units and foe skills that change attack priority during combat.
Wait. Check for a Hardy Baron?
Why though?
That's pretty interesting.
That's interesting. What is that for?
There's a lot of screwed up stuff in this meta right now. For Hardy Baron.
There's a lot of desperation nukes, and
a lot of desperation. A lot of desperation and then paranoia.
I guess, I suppose so. But the way I see it, I think she shrugs off the damage anyways. But yeah, it would be extra security, especially future-proofing her.
I mean, she wouldn't tank Camilla very nicely, because nothing does. But Camilla has desperation for that.
Okay,
so
that helps, yeah.
She's dead.
Dragon Flame, therefore, makes perfect sense because of all defense scaling, debone doubler, cool.
Healing. It's a different special from Dragon's Roar. What?
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's quite a bit different.
It's a 4 cooldown special, first of all.
80% of units defense, so it's Ignis. 30% of units maximum HP when special triggers. Both falling effects are met, reduces damage from foes next attack by 4% during combat. Unit foe special is ready, that's so easy. And if foe initiates combat or units defense over foes, okay, it's guaranteed.
Yeah,
it's a very easy check.
It's a very easy DR threshold. So it's like it's like Dragon's Roar with healing, but it's a higher cooldown special.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Flare, except it isn't adaptive in the healing. It just always heals.
Also, if you have
a lot of damage.
For the Lagoo's friend lovers, you can have slaying with that. So that's very nice.
Yeah, you can. It's really nice because Lagoo's slaying was always a pain, but for dragons,
slaying Dragon's Roar.
Yeah, and now dragons can use a defensive special a DR special with Lagoo's and slaying, which is great.
But isn't Edge Scales pretty good?
Edge Scales is really good, yeah.
On Tiki, yeah, you wouldn't want to go Lagoo's. It would be redundant.
Yeah. But I'm just saying for other units, they can also do it, or they could do Edge Scales as well. Either one works.
By the way,
what?
Edge Scales is another dumb name. I don't know if anyone realizes that.
It is silly, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those weird, like, Faye wants to have a cool name for their skills. And then I also have to remember that Edge Scales is actually just Savvy Fighter or Clever Fighter, for dragons. With true damage.
That's basically straight up better.
This is another moment where things are better had it stayed in Japanese. Because if you read it in Japanese, you'll let it go. But if you read it in English, it's like,
Some words and terms are like that.
Everybody likes edging. Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, stats deals damage equals 15% of foes attack. Reduces damage from foes first attack by 10. Wow. Increases the speed difference necessary for foe to make a follow-up. They've been doing that on a lot of skills lately. Frozen's just everywhere now.
It's more common because I think they've realized that the whole like null follow-up and follow-up meta has gotten to the point where just changing the speed difference actually makes a lot of difference.
Yep.
And it also lets you be like, okay, this unit's more defensive, so we're gonna only let them have defensive speed. This unit's more offensive. Okay, we'll make it easier for them to double.
Okay, this is actually
they don't have to do both.
This is actually vomit-inducing. It's too good. It even has null follow-up. It is literally like a perfect skill.
It is if you are a speed dragon, you're probably using this skill.
Yeah, there's
by the way, the skill came out on Nell, by the way.
This technically is really nice on her.
Yeah, it came out on Rearm Nell, so this is technically isn't new, but it is a fantastic skill for any fast dragon, like any Alir, for example. You put that on them any day. Defensive speed, they love it. True damage.
It's a perfect kit.
That alone.
This is a perfect kit. Love for all makes it a perfect kit.
Yep.
So all stats +5, special cooldown count -1 before foes first attack during combat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3 spaces. That's pretty generous.
Yeah, that just covers everything. If units within 3 spaces of an ally reduces damage from AoE specials by number of allies in 3 spaces of unit times 40, maximum 80. Basically Goto.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like her Ascended form did like percent DR, but in this case it's AoEs, but it's a lot more potent.
She had both.
DR. Yeah, she had both, but it was less DR. This is changing it to they realize regular percent DR for herself isn't that good. So let's just do AoE DR and a lot of it, which is still unpierceable.
You know,
keep the AoE DR because that stuff's great. What?
Her Ascended version always got to me because she seems so good, but her kit was just slightly off, and then she just disappeared one day, which is so sad to me.
Her C slot is really cool, but I could not tell you what her perf does off the top of my head because it is so forgettable by comparison. This is like trying to make amends for that, basically.
Yeah, I think her perf was like 4 to all stats and 30% first at DR.
4 to all stats.
In the same
2022, it was 5.
Maybe. I don't.
This is literally, she debuted in Emblem's final boss chapter. That was a $5 stats weapon.
Anyways.
Oh, sorry, weapon. Sorry, I thought you meant her perf skill.
Yeah,
her buffing.
Her weapon, I think, was Scowl.
Anyways.
Her buffing is really good. All stats plus 5. Reduce damage from foes attacks. X times 7. 14? Whoa. That's ridiculous. If you put this with, like, Heathrin or something, like, how do you die?
Eventually, you reach a certain threshold, but yes.
That's so much survivability.
I mean, if you get hit multiple times, eventually it'll matter, but she does have Hardy Bearing, which is a big part of it.
Yeah, you don't get hit multiple times at once.
In a row.
She's gonna wreck you. She's gonna, like, there's so many combinations where she just does not die and just wrecks everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
And she forces engagements as with Bulwark, too.
Yeah. For an infantry super tank, she's really trying to make it work, and I'm actually, like, I commend that, because it's a very niche meta right now.
Yeah, I thought infantry super tanks were over.
Right.
I thought that was the time for that was gone.
Yeah,
I think they'll rise back up at some point, but right now it's still pretty rough.
There's exactly one worth mentioning, and it's Alir. Some people say Tamara.
I thought you were gonna say Tamara, because this is just better Tamara in my eyes.
Yep, this is
Alir
better
and
Tamara.
Tamara are the two.
Comparable
now,
to Alir.
Tiki. We've got a top 3 now.
Yeah, that's 2. So 80% AoE DR is 14 first strikes true DR through the C slot. That's a lot.
She has a gazillion stats. That also irks me.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, 23 attack speed, essentially. And then
and she also has, I don't think, were we going to keep reading the...
Yeah, I was going to keep reading it, but you guys kept going, so her special's instant. That's it's essentially guaranteed to be instant. And also when the unit special triggers, reduces damage by expert. It's the full reduction, too.
Yep,
full piercing on special. The really nice part is that it's before foe's first attack, so she can do the whole Dragon's War thing of you pre-charge your special, and on the foe's first hit, you get all that DR.
Yeah, she gets all the damage reduction.
She's awful. Like, she's awful. She's gonna ruin things. She's gonna ruin people. This is by the way, if it wasn't clear, this is another character you fight in, like, arena or summer duels and you forfeit because you just couldn't kill her.
Yeah, this is a you lose kind of unit.
Bully
you can't deal with her. Nah,
and it's cool that she gives... sorry.
She can even use Null Sea Disrupt if you want to remove one of those angles, because... Oh, she can't counter. Nope, actually, wait, she can. Oops.
I don't know what happens if you fight her and Snake Girl in the arena. I just don't know what happens.
That's no good. Especially she's giving more stats to the Snake Girl as well.
Yeah.
I finally got Marty the perfect build, and she can now neutralize Neathogre, so it's nobody wins. This is probably gonna be a lose situation because that damage is stupid.
Yep.
That is a lot of damage on that special.
The interesting thing as well is that she gives the -1 before foe's first attack to allies, like Elamine's Remix C skill does. So that can help you pre-charge your specials for things like a Dragon's Roar or other defensive
halfway defensive specials or Miracle.
I think this is easy to summarize. This is overspec. I cannot identify a weakness. I cannot even identify how you win. And before someone says, we just hit it over and over again. If you have to hit something over and over again to win, you're going to lose.
It means they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, the most immediate answer that comes to mind is, unfortunately, Emblem effect, because infantry aren't allowed to have this, apparently. She only has that DR for the first of those 2 hits, so the second hit, you only have to deal with her true DR and not percent.
Absolutely tanked
kind of
her
annoying.
like Timera. Everything suggests that she's not super fast if she need def and res both. Feels like she could definitely use Light as friend as well as edge scales.
Yes, you're right about that. Also, the Rescal Echo is so gratuitous. That's like one of her few possible ways you could have had a chance of killing her, and then you don't get it.
Yeah, that Scal is gonna be annoying. I mean, you might as well just assume a dragon has Scowl in their kit somewhere, but the fact that it's in a otherwise non-attainable slot, that's cool.
Okay. Well,
Also, it's extra res, by the way.
So this is an Armageddon character, as in she kills the game. I don't want to be that guy, but I don't know how you beat her.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be one of those more than frustrating units. That is definitely it.
Yeah,
she'll probably have counters, and I'm interested to see them develop. But she's definitely one of those I hate my life.
The part that gets me the most is that she has bulwark. So in arena, I don't know how to deal with this as a result.
You can't work around her and get to her allies first.
Yeah,
and you have to get rid of her allies, and her allies just be within 3 spaces. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Also, her allies have bulwark too.
That's right.
She slowly gets a little weaker as you snipe them down, but until you do, she'll be at full strength.
She needs to be down to 1 ally before it gets any weaker.
Tanuki, thank you for the raid. Can we get a shout out?
Tanuki.
Hiya, papaya. Zappy.
All right.
Same. Love that raid message.
All right, I think we're good with this banner.
Yeah, it seems about.
I think we just got. I know people don't like hearing shit like this. I think we just got the best character in the game. That's how far I'm willing to go with Tiki.
You think Tiki is high? I wouldn't go
Who's
that
best
far
then?
with her.
Who's the best character?
Right now?
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's tough. Sakura comes to mind.
No. No. The best character has to balance everything. Sakura cannot balance everything.
She cannot. But what she does to this meta is unbelievable.
Young Cam's the best offensive character.
Young Camilla is the best nuke. I can't deny that.
The best overall?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Remember, the key underlining word is overall, guys. You can always give me a situation where they're really good in one situation, but that's not overall.
Yeah. Because I mean, if we're talking...
If you're not going to take Tiki, it's Snake Girls.
Yeah, if we're talking overall. Like, if we're talking in the ability to be offensive and defensive, unfortunately, yes, then it's going to come down to Tiki and Neath Ogre, I think. Maybe Rhea.
No, for me, it's Tiki. It's not recency bias. If I can't identify a way to beat a character, for me, it's number 1 is going to be Tiki, and number 2, Snake Girls. Because, again, for me, the criteria is simple. Can I use them in every mode? Answer is yes. Do they score well? Of course, they score well. Every mode's... Summer Duel's amazing. All right.
Yep.
Everyone knows that. And then the big one, how do we kill it? And I can't think of an answer.
Right. Yeah, when you bring in that last factor in particular, it does narrow things a bit, because obviously Faye does have specialized units offensively, defensively, supportively. Hathorn can't kill Jack. Well, not this one, but...
You'd think with them being a major
Mythic
problem,
Hathorn
they'd do it
can't.
by now, lol.
Mm-hmm. Jimo's right, too. Snake Girls are still not solved. The people who think... Okay. I had an arena duel recently, or not arena match recently, where I beat a +10 Snake Girl, but it was exact lethal. I had to get Ether, and I had to kill the entire team before that one moment, that one chance. Leon with Ether.
Oh. Ugh.
Do you understand how insane of a situation that is? If I didn't have Ether, I would have lost, which only happened because I had Sakura supporting him. So, on average, I lose that fight. It just happened to work out that one time.
Dear God, you don't have enough res to sweep?
No.
Oh.
You just don't do enough damage.
Fair enough. Yeah, that post
Yeah, it doesn't work, guys. So in my eyes, this is right up there with Snake Girls. So a top 3 character in the game. Again, this is overall. So before someone names a really good offensive character or support character, that's not overall.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
Fair enough. And sorry, I probably sound really weird.
Who are you?
My power just went out.
Who is this?
Your power just went out? Okay.
Someone broke into our stream.
But yep.
Who is this?
Stranger Danger.
Stranger Danger.
Apologies. I know AirPods are fucking terrible for this, but all I have is my phone, so.
I thought it was like a stream guest from the past.
It probably sounds like one, yeah. Really
yeah, it does.
Strange stream guest.
Yeah, I wonder who that guy could
the ice.
All right, well, I think this sums it up. I think that highly of her, so I still don't think people should pull because the meta moves too quickly.
Oh, absolutely.
Who doesn't think we're getting another best character in the game in the next 2 months?
Again, we do have Fallen, which Fallen will be
right.
4 or 5 star locks, and sure, Fallen heroes tend to strangely have the fastest drop off I've noticed, but they lead so strong that it's kind of hard to not say they're going to be great.
Yep.
And on the other hand, there is a Mythic this month as well, and Mythics notoriously are very unique and impactful units. Not to mention, by the way, we still have Emblem America right now.
Yes.
Who is disgusting.
Oh, people also, Kilmar brought up, Emblem Erica might be able to kill Tiki. Even if it were the case, if your solution is one solution, and you might fight multiple versions of this, like if you're in Arena Assault or Arena, you can fight multiples of these, right? Like, and you're not going to have Emblem Erica in all of them, or you're a whale, in which case then nothing matters anymore. I
will say, in fairness, if Emblem Erica doesn't kill Tiki with a Brave hit, we have problems.
Yes. Oh my god.
That one should
That Hardy Bearing now just really irks me, because it just takes away so many solutions.
Yep. Unless you're a high
that
Hardy Bearing unit for some reason. Like, yeah, that just means you cannot, like, Desperation Sweep. I know that there's not a lot of common ways of doing that.
Yes.
But it removes one of the most reliable hyper-offensive avenues to sweep a unit.
Yes. Also,
in a skill slot. In the weapon, not a skill slot. Huh?
For the people who played long enough, do you remember back in the day, people considered Falling Edelgard solved immediately, but she wasn't, because not everyone had those solutions. And even like months afterwards, where we had like a handful of solutions, the realistic players knew, like, this is still a problem. You can't just say X character has been solved because of one character. You know, like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, of course, there is a certain point where it's like if a unit becomes too overtly common. Like, Hathrun single-handedly is the reason why, well, I guess Breath of Life 4, but Hathrun is the reason alone why pre-combat damage is pretty much not seen anymore. And on the other hand, Snake is the reason why Nurgle is useless. Literally, Nurgle went from meta to worthless the moment Snake came out. It happens. This is not that kind of scenario.
It was so sad.
Alright, peoples, I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a while since we had the guys on.
Yeah. Glad to be back.
It's good to be back, as silly as what happened the last few minutes has been.
Yeah. Alright. Normally I would stay a bit longer, but I have work in the morning, so I'm gonna try to raid someone.
Oh, yay.
Work? A job?
If you didn't do limited hero battles, they end in about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's great. I'll probably do it while, like, cramming something.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be able to finish them.
Makes sense.
That's okay if I don't finish.
Oh, yeah, that's right there.
I say that
just
mostly
ignore the
because
Binding Blade one.
The Binding Blade one is Laratha and Neathogre.
Oh. Joy.
It's insane. PM1 made a video on it. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that is actually one of the worst limited
He
hero
never
battles
does that
of all
for
time.
limited battles.
No.
Emblem Marth?
Crazy.
Yeah, let's hope for Emblem Marth.
Yay, Emblem Marth and his... Wait.
I don't even think it works.
But he has Desperation.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, wait, that doesn't work. He just dies. It's the rise of Naga to kill Tiki. Except Naga's with Tiki, so now Tiki doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah.
How interesting.
Gonna love that dynamic.
Alright.
True.
I will raid... I'm gonna raid Leaflet. It's been a while.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long time.
Oh,
Even
she's
a new thing
playing...
that I have.
I think she's playing the game her friend
that's
made. Alright.
Oh, sick.
Oh, very nice. I've seen her. I've seen a couple of videos of hers on YouTube popping off recently.
Yeah, she's
just
been
coincidentally.
Reaction con is definitely the meta.
Sayings and chat named Sheer.
Yeah, itch.
True,
Yes.
true. Can't blame someone for going for it.
Yeah, like, again, I've said this for everyone, I hold the same opinion. You don't hate the player, hate the game, and if that's the game, like, That is what it is. Like, you can't, for example, politically, you can't blame Trump for running for president. You can't blame any of these guys. They're just doing what they're supposed to be doing.
It's the expedient thing to do.
Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully on time, and hopefully to do arena. But we'll see.
Hopefully.
That's right.
Right.
Sounds good.
We will probably be back for the Mythic trailer at the end of the month.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Mythic trailer.
Unless you decide to do data mine, which
no,
I guess it'll be funny there.
There's no way.
Fair enough. On the Mythic trailer, I can finally update people on my. Well, not.
Okay, guys, we'll go with that. Raid message.
Right.
It's probably terrible, but we'll go with it.
Good enough for me.
Sounds good.
All right, have a good night, everyone. Take care. Till next time.
Have a great night.
Night, night.
Audio. Song. Night, night. Literally. Haha.
All right, I gotta go get ready for sleep and everything. Here we go. Good night, YouTube. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, all those nice things. Bye bye. Oh shit, I didn't even show you guys. There she is.
The pawn shop's open.
Yes.